we're going to take it from the top.
Gaming Morning Show.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on.
Wait.
Austin, your mom is here?
No.
Why did I look over where Bob is?
Austin, your mom is here?
Is she over there?
I sure hope not.
Is she in the box?
Whoa.
I haven't seen her in like 2 days.
Get out of here, Beelin. I just got the new marble tile installed and you'll mess up the grout. Besides, like our friend Oh Guitar Boy said,
Sorry, KK.
it's time for the clinically acclaimed Gaming Morning Show. Or should I say, award-winning.
And we have a clip of the year, friends. It is the Lost City of D live.
Glad we won.
Woo! Burp, burp, burp.
Kiki Lowe is in search of something.
I need a D that works.
There's the D. Searching in the universe because the D is currently broken.
Gaming Morning Show won clip of the year.
Oh my gosh.
But don't you dare expect to put that Chris Emye Memorial Clip of the Year trophy in this
I
box.
probably should have prepared something more special.
I'm getting the walls repainted soon. Now where to put the chandelier or the bearskin rug? Oh, and the piano, can't forget that.
Maybe there is somebody in the world that can help her. Maybe somebody who sings a song.
6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer. Did it work? Are we there? Mike, please talk to me, buddy.
Hey, pal.
Oh my gosh, it is Monday,
Can you hear my voice?
January 17th, 2022. I can hear your voice. I can hear Austin's voice. It's good to hear your voice. And Bob's voice and their voice and my voice too. It sounds like a Dr. Seuss book all of a sudden. Holy cow. Chaos to start the show.
Had the time of someone's life. Oof, we're back. I was worried.
Man, well, so Mike's texting us before the show, was talking about low sleep and all that jazz, and was like, I choose chaos, and chaos indeed for the first show of this week. Holy cow.
I shouldn't have said that. That was not. I didn't mean that, universe.
After further review, we'd like to retract our initial statement.
Yes, I'm coming back.
All right.
Just a little bit of craziness, okay?
I
Just
think
like
we
a
are in the
little.
right places, though. So you should see us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. And if you don't, that's okay, but we'll try to make it work. Wow. We're going to make this work. This has already been an interesting weekend. A lot of audibles, to use a sports term. We've been moving things around. We got different news that we'll recap coming up in just a little bit. Austin is off school, so Austin is here. I think, right? Your school wasn't supposed to be open, and then there was chaos. This is an actual planned day.
This is a planned day. Yes, this is a planned day.
Some MLK day.
Yes.
So you kids get that day.
All right.
Day.
So that is good, and
Day
that
of
is going to
kids.
be one of our topics of the day coming up. We have news about wandering seals, someone who launched vegan salmon, and goldfish that are good drivers. Okay, that's all ahead. That's coming up on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. We have a couple of days of the day. We have Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News. We have birthdays this day in gaming history. We have a former 5 Questions guest that's celebrating a birthday that we'll share with you coming up at 6:50 a.m. Pacific time today. And, of course, we had the new Open. So Superphonic made us a song, and it was pretty okay.
Look what was in our mailbox this weekend.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
He's excited.
Yeah.
Looked at the
My
face
kids
of
are going to
excitement.
love them.
No, we got to try him on the show.
They're going to be like, this is the best.
This is why it's nice, because those things showed up a little bit later, and now that we all might not be able to do the show together for a good amount of time, they're Twinkies, so they last forever.
We can just pretend that these are Sean.
You want the Twinkies to represent Sean?
It's Good Morning News.
Sounds just like him.
Wait, hold on.
Always show the address label to the screen.
Yeah, I realized that after I did it.
It's good work.
No one's gonna. Hold on. I gotta sing a song that'll get us like DMCA tags.
Okay.
You already did that last week. It was Oscar Mayer Baloney.
OSCAR.
You look like you've changed our perspective though. So what are we looking at behind you?
My room.
We're
I just swung it that way a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Dude, it's me. It's like the forever changing office. I mean, the desk isn't moving. The camera's just gonna move around.
Did you make changes?
No.
Okay. Very consistent. I like it there.
I have to check.
Scott Chick is here. So is Blaze. Kate Zaid, Earthling Gaming this morning. It's good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning. Scott Chick says, "What you got there, Mike? So what's in the package?"
I'm working on it. It's really well wrapped.
Yeah, it was really hard for me to open.
Good.
And then I was confused about like the box inside. I was like, wait, isn't it?
Luckily, my wife hasn't found my backup scissors.
Oh.
Those
It
package
takes
opening
things out
scissors.
of my office because I'm really good. We're doing great, guys. What in the hell? You got me good Diet chocolates. Thank you.
Oh.
So he
Good thing you
thought.
didn't send me that box.
So he thought.
I would have been mad.
Oh. Are these supposed to be moist?
Yeah, they're Twinkies.
Well, but like there's water in the package.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
mine was
chat.
like that.
Twinkie. Host. What says hostess? It doesn't say Twinkies.
That's a moist cake right there. Can you smell the real mint flavoring?
I can smell the World War II on it. It's probably when it was made with the candy corn.
Wait, are you saying it was minted in World War II?
Yep, sure am.
Twinkies were invented in 1930.
Says you.
World War One
You have
and a
no
half.
proof.
I don't know when any of the world wars were.
In between.
Oh.
That's why I can't have scissors.
You look like you're rocking a shirt that I've seen before.
Joja Cola? Oh, you can't really see that. There you go. Joja Cola is made by the one and only KZ. KZ.
Etsy shop.
It's so great. I don't know. Maybe
Available
eventually.
soon? Question mark.
She should because they're incredible. I had an internal conflict this morning between this and the Pierre one, but I went with this one because I haven't worn this one as much as the Pierre one.
I like that one a lot.
Speaking of changes, Kate Zaid made changes. Twitter.com/Kate_Zaid.
Isn't that exciting?
And that revealed apparently people's cable management skills, which of mine are elite. So.
It's gonna be open this week. She's gonna make so much money off of me. Can I just set up? Is it possible to set up like a direct deposit from a paycheck?
You like a subscription service?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Kate box
T-shirt of the month.
should just be a Zaid box. You know how they have like the cryptid box and the wrestle box and the whatever other boxes you have. The box. Get in the box. What's in the box, Bob?
Love that
Bob?
box.
Whose box? Whose box is it anyway?
Good show.
Oh God. It all clicked. Woo!
Welcome.
Yeah.
Earthling says that it's so amazing the talent Kate. So Kate moved everything around. Says the Etsy shop will be open this week because trying to be able to display more of the like arts and crafts side of Kate Zaid. But yeah, trying to figure out how to manage cables. Do you have good cable management?
It's not the worst. I'm good. Like I got my headphones wrapped. People don't do that. Like I like to keep my Mac cables or Apple product cables wrapped nicely since they die in 2 seconds.
Not that you're bitter about it. She seems bitter about it, chat. It's not good.
Well, everyone's like, oh my gosh, why does my charger not work? Maybe because you yank it out of the wall and then you just go and you throw it in your backpack.
How's
Wrap your cables. It's not hard.
How's that look?
Right now. Do it right now.
Look at that. Over-undering. Holy cow.
Yeah. Learned that in college. It's the only thing I ever
That
learned.
was really fast. I can't match that.
Beautiful.
Over under your cables, chat. It's a takeaway that was pretty okay.
Just wrap them. It's I'll teach you. I'll teach you for free.
Just like it looked like a cat batting around a toy. Where you're like, ah!
Lots of people do that. You just go and they go, why does my cable not work?
Listen, I have a radio
is that what they do?
background. Okay, cables don't have to look pretty on radio.
They'll look pretty, but they need to be lasting, and if you just crumple them all up, they're gonna get all...
No, I'm talking about when you lay them out. Like I took a picture
Yeah.
from behind the desk, okay? And I agree, Kate said it looked like a fire hazard. It does. Is it a fire hazard? I don't know. There's not been a fire yet, so inconclusive?
My mom always thinks my apartment's gonna blow up, too. She's like, all those wires always plugged in, and I'm like...
Is that a mom quote right there?
Yes.
Wait, Austin, your mom is here?
Downs is here. Good moron to you, Downs. How has it gone to 2 p.m. already?
Good moron.
I mean, this
Like
morning,
this, the sun moves, or the earth moves,
Mike was asking
and
why
the
it's
sun just stands there,
2 a.m. already.
and like that.
Exactly just like that.
In space. Space. Space.
Today is
Oh, space.
Ditch New Year's Resolutions Day. It is also apparently Blue Monday, Cable Car Day, National Hot Buttered Rum Day, National Bootleggers Day, and National Classy Day. Stay classy, chat.
Everyone knows I'm
Do you have a fast car?
over my head, over my
Not really. It
That's
accelerates.
true. You got an electric car. I
It
forgot about that.
accelerates really
It
fast.
doesn't go very fast. It's just like meh, 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 meh.
No, this is exactly how my car sounds.
Something over my head. Sorry.
Oh. Can you make noises though?
When I'm driving it.
While it's driving, like wah 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 wah. Just play the Austin Attack 12 sound.
It's so
pack.
funny you say that. I have Austin actually make my car sound effects for me.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. You're the best, Austin. Blaze says I have 4 surge protectors in my room since I have a lot of stuff plugged in my room.
But are they plugged into each other? Is the real question.
Should I get more surge protectors? I have one, I think. A surge protector is the
That's
thing that
not-
plugged into
that's
the wall
not
and it has all the
enough.
plugs, right?
You need like 7 or 8 more.
But I don't have that many things.
No, you need like a lot more.
So you just plug
Yeah.
one thing into each surge
Yeah,
protector?
yeah, just
But
one.
then where do I plug the surge protectors into? Because I only have
each
one
each
outlet.
each other.
I don't think that's accurate.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It'll work.
Okay.
But can you come install
Perfect.
another outlet? Because I only have one.
I can send you like a sticker that looks like an outlet.
Same thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Why is
You
there
just-
was there an outlet-looking hole in your wall? I just shoved it through the sticker. I don't know. It's just push it through the drywall. Impressive.
just unplug it, but it doesn't. But it's not plugged in anything. No, just unplug it. It's fine.
Of course, today in the U.S. it's Martin Luther King Day, so we'll talk more about that. It's National Kid Inventors Day too. So our question of the day is: what did you want to make when you were a kid, and what's the best kid invention you've ever heard of? Okay, and this was something that a kid made. We'd love to know. So we'll talk more about that coming up. Blaze goes, Austin, you can get a good surge protector with good wattage, so you can plug everything in it.
Mine's a GE.
Perfect.
What'd you call me?
Great investment firm.
Called you a mic. It was like $25.
That's great. Yeah.
It's got an insurance policy.
Yeah,
No.
are you being like? You're not like being rude to it. That's fine.
Yeah. My only surge protector's for the nice beverage that Coke used to make called Surge. I protect it.
Coke,
My body.
Coca-Cola.
Let's get the news. Here's backup video game expert Mike.
Oh, hey everybody. Do you like video games? Well, that's funny because I do too. So I put together some stories for you so we can like them together. I was gonna say just kidding, but I'm not, because I do have some stories. Go figure. Some really cool ones. If you were in the know this weekend, you noticed that there was something called Awesome Games Done Quick. It was an event this year to help raise charity, and they were helping to raise money for prevent cancer. And this weekend, they did 48 hours, 72 hours of continuous content. It started on January 9th and ended on January the 15th, aka Saturday. And according to our good friend Zach Zweisen at Kotaku, they raised a couple of dollars. How much, you ask? Nearly $3.5 million for their charity event, which was pretty incredible. A lot of people donated. The average donation was $69. Go figure.
Nice.
And the highest single donation was $236,656.
Nice.
It set records, reaching 1 million, 1.5, and 2 million faster than any previous GDQ event ever. There was a lot of really, really interesting games. Someone beat the game Sekiro blindfolded. Speedrunner set a new record in Sonic 4 dressed as the Blue Hedgehog himself. We actually found, and I think Chris posted it in our Discord, there was oh my gosh, sorry. I love when ads just automatically play and scare the hell out of you. Chris posted a video of someone doing a Rocket League run. Obviously, they didn't play the game the same way we play Rocket League, but it was pretty interesting. Austin, I look excited to try. Moving along to our good friend Eddie Makuch, Eddie M from GameSpot. He is announcing some major changes to Halo Infinite's microtransaction system. Kate Zay, this is for you, or anyone else that likes to play Halo Infinite. Apparently, people believe that it was way too expensive and that the microtransactions weren't good. And guess what, folks? You are being heard. So starting this coming Tuesday, that's tomorrow, January 18th, the refresh of the microtransaction store will see some notable changes. They are going to work really hard to lower the prices and give out better packages than what they've been offering. They want to make sure that people are getting what they're paying for. They're trying to make it worth it. Halo Infinite is a free-to-play game, so they rely on microtransactions. However, they do realize they have been lacking in that department, so they are going to continually kind of change and upgrade that to make it a better experience for their gamer. And last but not least, according to Andy Robinson from Video Games Chronicle, this is something that I've been talking about a little bit, which has excited me, and I didn't even realize it. God of War came to the PC. So the God of War PC attracted over 60,000 concurrent Steam players on its release day. That doesn't sound like a ton, but it's a lot. They managed to have 65,276 concurrent players stream on release day, which is really good for a game. It sat at number 22, so it didn't crack the top 20 on Friday. However, I was reading another article where it talked about Saturday. It did crack that top 20 and actually made it all the way up to number 6 with 70,000 concurrent people, putting it up there with games like New World and some other things like that are attracting a lot of people. Why is this important, you ask? Well, up until now, God of War was only available on the PlayStation gaming console, sponsored by PlayStation. And a lot of people have been asking for it to come, but it was finally ported over to the PC. They're saying that there is a very good chance that there will be other games that also get ported that were PlayStation exclusives into the world of Steam and PC. So maybe I don't have to fight somebody to get a PS5. So that's kind of cool. But in the most important part of the day, in our segment within a segment, we have our What's Out Today. And guess what? There's games out. Go figure. And there are a lot of... It's centered around one console, though. So we have Dobo's Heroes for the Switch. You can't guess what the console is. Racing Classics Pro, Drag Race and Real Speed, available on the Switch. Shadow Man Remastered, available on the Switch. Top Bike Racing and Moto Drag, available on the Switch. And for the most famous segment within a segment, our name of the morning goes to Kubi Adventures, available on the Switch. Kubi.
You almost nailed that script.
So close.
Yeah.
That's pretty. I think I was like 1 word off.
4 out of 5 for sure.
Well, I didn't want to say it word for word because then Sean could sue me, and I don't want to be in lawsuit or not a lawsuit like 10 years
Right.
from now.
I would be before 1995, so.
Well, in 10 years it'll be 2025.
Are we supposed to
Of
be
the
moving
game?
I hadn't thought about that. That's a good idea.
You got to move the goalpost, man. We can't do it the same every year
Fair enough.
or something.
Well, congratulations to Kubi Adventures. Out today for Switch, our name of the morning, and thus eligible for name of the month consideration. We are going to have big name of the month news coming up shortly. It's going to be before the end of the month. So it might have been this week, but this week's already produced a little bit of unexpected results. We'll talk about in just a second. So just be staying tuned to our Discord on Twitter. And, of course, if you're a Patreon subscriber, whenever that happens, you get double entries. If you're on the subscriber tier above, check it out. Patreon.com/Gaming Morning Show. And on Twitter.
Hashtag GMS name of the morning.
It's now 6:33. So Sean is out today. Don't know when Sean will be back. The COVID-19 thing has started to find its way to Gaming Morning Show. So we just don't know at this point. It's going to be an interesting week. We're going to be playing Who Wants to Host the Show, which is a spinoff of Who Can Host the Show. So
I can't.
I know. Well, maybe we might need you to. If you could talk to the school, that'd be great. Because it's going to be Austin for 21 straight hours this week. Please. It's a lot of hours.
No.
A lot of hours. Mike has gotten stuff to do with everything. Even Blaze says, yeah, it sucks. I also have COVID, so.
My wife and children just left to go get tested for COVID.
Stay safe as much as you can. This is the second straight time my daughter and father trip that we've been planning for 2 years was canceled because we found out there were positives circulating around the households. So I hope Sean feels better as soon as possible, and we'll let you know. But yeah, it's a bummer.
Downs could host the show, apparently.
Downs.
If needed.
I mean,
Dude,
He
you're
didn't
in
say
charge.
that, but I'm offering.
Downs, stand by.
You're in charge.
Stand by. That'd be great. I am COVID free and not working until Thursday. Did you take? Oh yeah, because you were supposed to have a trip,
Yeah.
and that was interfered with the pandemic.
We were supposed
With
to be
our
hanging
good
out.
friend COVID.
If you could please, Downs, actually don't leave your computer and microphone until we call you. Okay, so if you could just sit right there
Yeah.
until you're needed, don't go anywhere else. Don't get food.
You have a jug?
Yeah, exactly. Mike knows.
Do you have DoorDash in England? Because just be like, just come in the house, come downstairs, forgive the smell, and here you go. You're good to go.
Did you forget the smell? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just be like, don't worry about the smell. Don't look at the bottles. Ryan said I can't leave my desk until Thursday. So yeah.
Apple juice.
And then if you can call in sick on Friday, Downs, that would also be great. And just keep waiting.
Sounds great.
Tell me you have a Spider-Man emergency. Spider Pig, Spider Downs.
Downs did finish Spider-Man over the weekend. Got emotional.
Have you watched Downs play this game? I have never ever seen anyone play a game, like a multiplayer role-playing game, open world like Downs does, with the difference being that he's not playing an open world online multiplayer game. You'd think he was with the way he talks to all the NPCs. It's incredible. He needs to make like a TV show where he just like voices everybody in the game. It's incredible.
How was your weekend, Austin?
Good.
Did you play any Stardew Valley?
I played Stardew Valley yesterday.
How'd that go?
It went pretty okay, I think. I think it was good. Did you
Nice.
play any Stardew this weekend?
I didn't. I like to make sure that I keep myself able to do many other things, and I took some advice from an old friend once.
To quote Cade Zaid, Stardew Valley sucks all the time.
So I don't want to do, Stardew Valley because it sucks all the time. So thank you.
It didn't
Kate.
suck yesterday.
Okay.
It was nice.
All right. Fair enough.
What?
I mean, I saw a lot of Mycos playing Stardew Valley this weekend, so could suck all the time.
I was so my daughter, we got the Switch, and I put Stardew Valley on it because they wanted to play it on the Xbox, but whatever. So I got it on this, and it was great. And the girls were playing it, and so they're like, "I'm in year 3. What am I supposed to do?" Let me see your farm, and there's like nothing. I'm like, okay. So like I'd open it up and be like, well, this is what my farm looks like, and they're like, oh my gosh, and like their brains explode, and then yeah. So I did that a bunch this weekend. So they were sitting in here on the couch while we both played Stardew, and they would ask me questions literally every 15 seconds, and I'd say, figure it out. Yeah. That's how you do it. So you do it. Figure it out.
You're never going to get any better unless you figure it out, children. Jeez.
Yeah. Homies.
Get good.
Suckers.
Nice.
A warm welcome to our official head of research and development, Calaf.
Well, hi there, Calaf. It's good to see you this morning. Let's take you on a journey, shall we? This journey entails heading on to England. Ben Hooper of UPI has a story. We were talking about cars and speed. This one apparently was not one that will make any radar guns melt, it sounds like.
Radar guns? What kind of radar guns?
Radar guns that measure speed.
You guys have radar in the UK? In the UK. So recently we've had a deer issue, but now it has seemed to transfer over to seals and sea lions, because according to Ben Hooper, police in England said a seal wandering near the center of a town led officials on one of their slower pursuits when it fled to a nearby lawyer's office. Humberside Police, is that a real place, Downs? Humberside Police said the seal was spotted underneath a parked car in Grimsby early Thursday morning, and the animal fled when officers approached. Unfortunately, the seal didn't want to hang around, resulting in one of our slower pursuits, police tweeted. Personnel from Cleethorpes Wildlife Rescue were summoned to the scene and were able to wrangle the seal outside of the Wilkin and Chapman law firm's building. Wildlife rescuers said they do not know how the seal ended up in the middle of Grimsby. We would be hopeful that there was no human factor in his location, although it has been known elsewhere in the UK to happen, a spokesman from the group told Grimsby Live. We know he couldn't have come in via Grimsby docks due to the large water turbines outside B&M, whatever that means. The only other way we can imagine is that it's traveled with the flow of water along the river and got lost from another connection to the estuary, the spokesperson said. The seal, nicknamed Oreo, was taken to the Mablethorpe Seal Sanctuary. Sounds like this one was looking for a lawyer. We're going to be looking for, like, dead bodies in the next couple days here to wash up on the shore or something. Be careful. He's going to get you. He's going to get you.
Good old Humberside.
Yep.
Benedict Humberside.
Oh no.
Oh man, it's ridiculous.
Downs goes, they are all my seaside holiday locations.
I believe that.
Have you ever seen this seal?
This one? Is this
Yeah.
yours?
Can you tell Oreo that I
Downs.
said hello? Please?
Wait, you have a pet seal, Downs?
Probably. He has pets everything else apparently.
Aww.
I got to hear this weekend the story of like how he steals animals from the circus and stuff. Isn't that right? Downs. Bum bum bum.
Down says there's a little seal sanctuary a little north of there.
Oh. Can you go there and take pictures?
Seals are cute.
Seals are alive with the sounds of music.
Yeah.
I mean, are seals cute, Austin? Like, are they?
Yeah.
Like, but
They're
they,
pretty
like,
dang
cute?
adorable.
Are they?
They're real dang cute.
Okay. Fair enough.
They're real dang cute. You know what I mean?
Okay. Fair enough.
I'll let you know, man.
Good
Yes.
moron. To you, Merc. We are a morning radio show that plays games Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Part of what we're talking about today, National Kid Inventors Day. What did you make up when you were a kid? Did either of you have like this wonderful kid invention that you knew was going to change the world if you could just get it out to market? That's a
Oh my
seal.
gosh.
Did you make seals,
That's the
Austin?
That's the scariest.
That's
It's like all up in
scary.
your face.
It's cute.
Look at it. It's like, girl, look at me.
Look at this little
Look at me.
face,
They
his
do
little
have gigantic
whiskers.
eyes. Look at that.
Look at him.
Look at those eyes.
He's so cute. Look how cute I am. So cute.
Who's the little movie? Who's the little seal boy?
Who's the little seal?
I can't believe Austin made seals.
I mean, that seal's not that big, or not that small. That's a pretty big seal.
That's a pretty
little,
big. It's
little
like the whole.
chunker.
It's the whole size of your camera.
Yes. But I did make an invention when I was a kid. We had an invention convention at school, and we had to make an invention. And I made a water pillow. It was a water bed, but it was a pillow. I didn't win.
Tell us more, Austin. For $9.95.
I don't remember what the price was, but it was a Ziploc bag full of water put in another Ziploc bag to prevent leakage inside a small pillowcase.
Why a pillowcase?
Because it was a pillow.
Didn't want to get it dirty.
Well,
So
you're
it
not
was
just
like
going to put a
waterbed
bag
pillow?
on your bed. You got to put it in a pillowcase.
You got a
You
point.
put sheets over your waterbed.
You're not wrong.
Scott Chick wants to know, did it leak?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
We had
Did
it
you,
sealed pretty well.
did you have to have extra
I get it
insurance
sealed.
for a water pillow?
No.
Because you did for a waterbed back in the day.
Yeah,
Really?
that was funny.
Yeah, they did not like those at apartments.
Nope.
Yeah.
You had to pay a big deposit.
I think you'd have to pay that even when you got a homeowner's insurance. When you owned the house, they're like, do you own a waterbed?
Are waterbeds still a thing? I'm going to look it up right now.
I've seen one as recently as 2006, so it's been a while.
I see them from time to time for free on Marketplace. But I think the new thing is like those memory foam ones that come in like a box.
Yeah, the first thing when I typed in waterbed was from Purple, which is that purple pillow mattress thing. It says, do people still sleep on waterbeds? But like, why is it from them?
To be honest, I mean, Mike brought up Marketplace on Facebook. I can get a queen waterbed, like new, $295 right now.
Do you need a couch? Because we're selling a couch.
Do you have a water couch?
No, but it has a queen size
couch
bed inside of it
in the
without
water.
any water.
I think a hide-a-bed waterbed is terrifying.
Like in the wall? What do you mean by hide a bed?
That's a
The wall
Murphy
just
bed,
starts-
but that'd even be worse.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in The Sims 4, you can get a Murphy bed, and it can literally kill you.
What?
Oops, I missed the ball.
Like it'll
Yes.
it'll fall?
Like if it falls on you, if you're opening it and it falls, it will kill you.
How heavy are these Murphy beds in The Sims?
I don't know.
They sound
7,000.
gigantic.
It doesn't always kill you, but there's a chance that it will kill you.
Well, I don't like
Which is
that.
pretty funny. That's why I don't ever use them, because I don't like to make my Sims die.
Oh no!
Usually, that's probably a good thing.
Don't call attention to it. I forgot. I didn't change back my super secret profile. K-Laugh says, nice car. Downs goes, hey, blue car. Just ignore that. No one has to see it. We'll just forget this part of the show.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no one watches the show anyway. It's fine.
Scott Chick says, yep, got to make sure that you fully upgrade that Murphy bed to water. I mean, there's a water bed, everything except the frame for water bed, king size, including heater pad for the water bed for $25 on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I mean, that's a deal. Probably works as good as those free hot tubs.
Does anyone want a couch?
Like, are you really trying to get rid of a couch that badly?
Yes.
What happened to your couch?
It's brown. It's not
Has
my
anyone
couch. It's
ever
my
thrown
mom's
up on
couch. No, there's been no vomit on it.
Where am I?
Pee-pee or pee-pee?
Where am I supposed to
Probably
sleep
some
when I come
dog
over?
pee.
Dog
It's not mine.
Well, I'm going to Beelan's house.
Well, she's moving. She moved in with my grandma this weekend.
Oh, gotcha. But still, I mean,
Oh, there's gonna be some crazy sick parties at Beelan and Grandma's house.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait for the raves.
Yeah. Me too.
is that what the rave sounds like?
Yep, the Beelan rave.
That's a sick guitar I just heard. No, literally, it sounds sick. It sounds like it needs to have a
Yeah,
checkup.
It's pretty. Yeah. Should go get tested.
Downs goes, is a waterbed without the frame just an empty sack? It's coincidentally, yes, it looks like an empty sack, but I'd like to point out that this, again, is not just a waterbed. This is a waterbed, everything except the frame for waterbed king size, including heater pad for the waterbed.
Because you gotta heat it, Downs. Because it
What
gets
was
cold.
the point of a waterbed? Was it like for your back or
Sleep
like
on the water.
Yeah.
what was good about it?
It's for people
Like
who
I
couldn't.
need I need quadruple firm mattress.
It was for people who didn't want to buy a boat.
Oh,
Yep, that's.
It's
It
how
was
you.
basically. Let's be real. It was a symbol piece.
Was it
like
really?
a status piece, like, because they were super expensive. Yeah, they were like dumb expensive for a very long time.
Man,
And,
we were
I
we were wealthy because we had one.
you had a waterbed?
My parents had a
Well,
waterbed.
You did have a fudge empire.
Man, it was a hot fudge empire and it killed them. So
A hot fudge empire.
yeah, thank you. So
I always thought it was, maybe because I was like hella poor. I always thought it was like $1 bazillion. So you know what? I could have been wrong. Maybe this is something that I'm learning to my TIL. Is it wasn't as expensive as I thought.
no, everyone bowed down to me. I was super rich.
Get there. Okay.
Missed.
Good.
oh,
Top of the moron to you, Jordy Jasper. It's good to see you.
Top of the moron.
The point of a waterbed is to ensure no one sleeps with pocket knives, because sleeping with a pocket knife in your
that's
pocket
fair.
is absurd.
yeah.
You know, now that you say that, I don't think either of my parents slept with their pocket
Oops.
knife after that.
Sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
Watch this. Mike goes to try to get the ball. Boom. Austin just destroys me.
I'm doing real bad today.
The streak may end today. I just want to warn everybody that we may not add to our streak of 2 consecutive wins. So, also, I don't know if those wins were actually the case. I don't also know if we ever anticipated Sean not being here to add to the streak. So, all these things are new to us.
Oh my.
Well, the good news is it's 6:51, so unfortunately we got to vote to concede. I want to keep playing this particular game.
How do I do it? How do I do it?
You vote to concede.
No, you don't
Okay,
use a
did it.
controller, do you?
So,
No.
yeah.
Oh,
Congratulations.
hey, good job, guys.
We wanted to stay, but unfortunately we have some things to do. So,
We have a radio show.
yeah.
So
I got 0 XP.
sorry.
I mean, you experienced pushing Mike out of the way, so
Yes.
Yeah, we don't deserve any XP for that game.
you should get a point. I think Austin should have at least gotten some XP for that.
I don't think I hit the ball
I
once.
disagree.
Okay.
I agree to disagree.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
All right.
All right, it's now 6:51 on the West Coast. It's 9:51 out east. It is 2:51 for those watching GMS in the UK. Georgie Jasper, y'all, I got snowed in. We got like 18 inches. So I saw that picture on Jordy's Twitter, and I thought maybe it was like a cumulative. No, apparently it was overnight, 1.5 feet of snow.
I'll be honest, I kind of hate you because like it's really cold here.
4 inches.
It's really cold here and stupid windy, and there's not one gosh darn fleck of snow. If it's gonna be this cold, it's just snow. It's ridiculous.
Well, actually, it needs to be a little warmer for like the precipitation to start, and then it freezes on the way down.
No, see, here's the best part of Indiana snow usually, because it is so cold. It's not like in the Northeast you get that like heavy, thick, wet snow. Here, it's awesome because I can clean off my driveway with a leaf blower, so it's wonderful. Yeah, because it's usually super fine, so it's like very powdery. I just and there you go.
Coming up tomorrow, we have a pair of interviews, 7:25 a.m. Pacific time. We'll talk about the game Dogs Organized Neatly. It's a puzzle game that followed Cats Organized Neatly. We'll talk to Simone. It's one of the co-founders of the studio who put that together. And then at 8:20 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, our first 5 questions guest of the year. We'll talk to the self-proclaimed, unofficial, official old guy of Twitch. That's Red Rum Gaming. We'll talk to Red Rum coming up at 8:20 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out with us on Gaming Morning Show. It's time at 6:51 for birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate, please let us know so we can celebrate with you. There are an impressive list of celebrities born on January 17th, 2022. We also have a very impressive streamer who is a former 5 Questions GMS guest. On Sunday, our friend Creative Mindframe celebrated a birthday. Had a birthday stream last week, but then celebrated the actual birthday on Sunday. If you missed the 5 Questions GMS interview with the former American Ninja Warrior and many, many other things, Creative Mindframe, happy birthday yesterday to you. It's your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Toot toot.
One of the most interesting interviews we've done. Creative Mindframe.
It really was, and also. That guy doesn't like us. No, I'm just kidding. He takes pity upon us because he's like, oh gosh. He keeps saying like, hey, you should play Rocket League with me. And I like that Ryan's always like, well, you should maybe reconsider that offer.
I warned
makes
them.
Me chuckle.
Yep. Even this last weekend when I shared the clip of me knocking Sean's awesome dribble score out of the net. Yep. Creative called it calculated. So
I was gonna say, then you're like more like. I forget what you said, but it was really funny.
It was bad. Distracted. Today, actor James Earl Jones turns 91.
Oh my gosh. I want him to record my voicemail message. I'm just have it be like the monologue from Field of Dreams.
All of the great things that James Earl Jones has done, and you're going to call and be like, hey, could you record my voicemail for me?
Hello. No, that's like Morgan Freeman. People who come right. I can't do his voice. It's
Remember who you are.
What is that
From
from?
The Lion King. From The Lion King.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's right, because he was in that. He's 91. That's crazy.
Everything the
Do you
light
know his dad?
touches.
His dad was also in that.
Mufasa.
That was not James Earl Jones. Do it again.
Could
No.
have been. You never know.
I mean, he was Mufasa. Mufasa.
What if it turns out that was actually him as well? Like he could just transform his voice to be like the hyenas.
Should we play
Whoopi Goldberg.
Sweet Pull of Dreams later in honor of James Earl
Yes.
Jones? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, fair enough. Comedian Steve Harvey is 65.
Man.
There is a line when Kenan Thompson is portraying Steve Harvey in a Family Feud skit on Saturday Night Live, where he says, my goal, because he mentioned having hosted another show, because Steve Harvey hosts a bunch of shows, is to be on mute in every waiting room around the country. And so at this point, I don't know if comedian is as good as TV host Steve Harvey, because I think Harvey hosts at least 3 shows on a daily basis plus a radio show.
62 shows, I think. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Apparently, he currently stars in the new show Judge Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Because our law system wasn't already
Wow.
terrible.
In the law system.
The law system.
Sounds like we need to make a Law and Order open.
Judicial, sorry.
Yes, thank
law
you.
system. Bum, bum.
I like law system. That's what we're going to go with. You are a shame to the law system. What are you talking about? Law system.
Why do you keep yelling about the law system?
Actor Jim Carrey turned 60.
He had a brief appearance in an episode of The Office as a candidate for Michael's job.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Like, I knew that,
yeah.
but like,
Did you know he's
Sorry.
Canadian?
wait, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
No, you're fine. I just had a pen. This pen that I hold in my hand is blue. The pen is blue.
I learned something today, but I forget what it was.
Write it down. We got a long way to go.
I was going
It's only
to, and I
6:15.
forgot.
That's why you have the pen in front of you.
I know.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama turns 58 today.
Amazing. Incredible woman. She graduated from a bunch of places, including Princeton and Harvard Law School.
The way you said that made me think there was a Princeton Harvard Law School. I was like, wait, they do
There
that
is.
together?
It's like a
They're like
thing.
really
They go
smart people.
together.
A co-op.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Actor Joshua Malina turns 56 today.
He was in The West Wing. He was so
I
good.
don't know who that is.
He was in The West Wing. He was so good.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you mean Joshua
also-
Malina of the West Wing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and honestly, I didn't say that because of that. I've just watched that series like 12 times. So it's probably one of my top 5 favorite TV shows of all time.
Now, this one is an interesting adjective. Rapper Kid Rock turns 51.
I should say douche mark Kid Rock.
But-
His younger sister used to be an actress, though. That's great.
When did Kid Rock turn into a rapper?
He's not. They're just stupid.
Wow.
He tried. Well, in the beginning, he was like, "I'm a rapper," and now he's just trash. So,
Because the next one, rapper Lil Jon, is 50, and Lil Jon is a rapper.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The next one is even crazier when it says rapper Zoe Deschanel. I mean, that's nuts.
I love rapper Zoe Deschanel.
I would love
She's
to
so
see
pretty.
Zoe Deschanel rap.
I'm sure she would.
She
I'm
probably
sure she
could,
would too. Could there be a New Girl open, but this time with rap?
Yeah.
Just. 42 today for Zoe. NBA's Dwayne Wade is 40 today.
Heck of a player.
He really was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because Dwayne Wade has gone on to do a lot of like those Vanity Fair GQ type videos, on YouTube, and really
Yeah.
insightful. So I like Dwayne.
He is a really smart, insightful guy. He says some really dumb stuff, but it's fine.
Wow. Sorry, Dwayne.
Dude, there's
Actress
a lot of wow.
Kelly Marie Tran turns 33 today.
She's fantastic. She voiced Dawn Betterman in the Crude sequel. There's a lot of and other celebrities too. Holy moly!
Really?
You weren't kidding.
I told you, there's a whole bunch of people on
Good
this list
gravy.
today.
Let's do the rundown super fast. After Bob.
We've got a drummer birthday.
Thank you.
It is drummer.
I'm looking.
I saw him a second ago. I think he
At the
I don't
bottom.
think It's not his birth. It's not his birthday anymore.
We missed the
She
chance.
changed it. Yeah. Sorry.
Drummer Jeremiah Freites of the Lumineers is 36.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Way to
My
go,
friend
Jeremiah.
Mike, my other friend Mike, recorded the Lumineers.
So
of their
your
records.
other friend Mike knows Jeremiah?
I'm sure they're not personal friends, but he's probably spoken with them.
Can we hang out?
They're probably
Maybe.
personal friends.
It's
Oh.
also in other news. It is Maury Povich's 83rd birthday. Ryan, I've got some news.
Go ahead.
You are not the father.
Okay.
It is former Rolling Stones guitarist Mick Taylor, 74. He got kicked out because there can only be one Mick. Singer Susanna Hoffs of the Bangles is 63. If you don't know who that is, I'm sorry for you. Dennis O'Hare is 60. Shabba Ranks is a great name. Naveen Andrews is 53. He was in Lost. He played, what was his name, Ryan? Do you remember? I don't remember his name.
Saeed, I think.
Yeah, Saeed, yes. Ray J is 41. Kim Kardashian says thank you. Amanda Wilkinson is 40 of the Wilkinsons. Calvin Harris, who's a DJ, wiki, is 38. And then in history, it's a one heck of a day too. It's Ben Franklin's birthday, Al Capone's birthday, Vidal Sassoon's birthday, who's the moose guy, Muhammad Ali's birthday, Andy Kaufman's birthday, and of course, today would have been the 100th birthday of Betty White, who gave the double bird on her way out to People magazine. Got them to do a whole magazine dedicated to her. Everyone's like, I'm out!
I think she did it on purpose.
Sucker. So do I.
Like,
she was working with People magazine to do like a whole... She had a whole issue dedicated to her for her 100th birthday. And there was like going to be all this stuff on like E! And like CBS and like all of this stuff. And I don't know if it was like one of her friends or grandkids or somebody was saying that they fully believe that she died when she did it on purpose to get everyone to do all this other stuff for her and then be like, peace, I'm out. Like flipping the double bird as she left. So
Interesting. Yeah. Happy 69th birthday to Sheila Hutchinson of The Emotions.
Nice.
How did I miss that?
One to go for Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit. 1994, we'll have Mike play Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit for Sean.
Push.
All right, push. Microsoft and Sega come up with an agreement for Microsoft to supply portions of the operating system software for controlling a new video game system. I think that actually would qualify for a push because...
Correct.
It probably eventually led to a lawsuit.
it's a push. Tell me later.
No. What's a push?
What?
Yeah, why did you
It's
say
when
that?
it's not like a win or lose. It's like if you're playing blackjack and you get a 17 and the other gets a 17, that's a push.
So nobody wins. You each get.
So
your money
nobody
back.
wins, nobody loses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you push each other
Okay. Yeah, I get it. I totally
With your
get it.
heads.
It's fine. Let's move
You're
on.
the
Like-
best.
like rams.
I get
You're
it.
just like,
I get it.
bam!
I get it.
And then you go. It's like a combination of a horse and a ram, but it makes sense.
Okay,
2001, the U.S. Surgeon General's office releases a report, Youth and Violence, a report of the Surgeon General. It concludes that media influences play a low role in contributing to youth violence. 2 years later, Microsoft announced 8 million Xbox systems were sold to date. 2005, Electronic Arts put in a 15-year deal, so that just expired, or got renewed, one of the two, for access to ESPN televised programming, personalities, and integrated marketing opportunities.
All
2005.
right.
That makes sense, because that was when
Crazy.
NFL 2K5 would have been out. Yeah, that's when they kind of sealed that. The next year, Eidos released his 25 to Life video game for PlayStation 2 and Xbox. The following year, that same year, Ape Escape 3 came out for the PlayStation 2.
Ape Escape 3.
We had Andrew, I can't remember the last name off the top of my head, but we had Andrew on to talk about Ape Escape on our YouTube page. You can find that interview because there are some Ape Escape deep dives that Andrew has done. So check that out, youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. All right, next hour, being this Kid Inventors Day, we're going to tell you 14 LOL inventions by kids that are cool. I mean, the inventions are cool. I don't know about the kids. They might be cool or they might be jerks. I don't know. Okay, bye. Love you. We're going to do that next hour. Also, sports.
Departes. And
Sprung.
they suck.
That's going to happen
I hate sport.
next hour.
I hate sports.
We're going to talk about it. Stick with us. Thank you for the host on Twitch,
worst.
Jordy Jasper. Jordy's going to join us to play some Rocket League games next hour as well. Austin, Mike, I'm Hefty Goof.
Yes.
It is Monday, January 17th, 2022. Thank you for being here on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
Gaming Morning Show.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on.
Wait,
Austin, your mom is here?
No.
Why did I look over where Bob is?
Austin, your mom is here?
Is she over there?
I sure hope not.
Is she in the box?
Whoa.
I haven't seen her in like 2 days.
Get out of here, Beelin. I just got the new marble tile installed and you'll mess up the grout. Besides, like our friend Guitar Boy said,
Sorry, KK.
it's time for the clinically acclaimed Gaming Morning Show. Or should I say, award-winning.
And we have a clip of the year, friends. It is the Lost City of D live.
Glad we won.
Woo! Burp, burp, burp.
Kiki Low is in search of something.
I need a D that works.
There's the D. Searching in the universe because the D is currently broken.
Gaming Morning Show won clip of the year.
Oh my gosh.
But don't you dare expect to put that Chris Emmy Memorial Clip of the Year trophy in this
I
box.
probably should have prepared something more special.
I'm getting the walls repainted soon. Now where to put the chandelier or the bearskin rug? Oh, and the piano, can't forget that.
Maybe there is somebody in the world that can help her. Maybe somebody who sings a song.
6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer. It's Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here wherever you may be. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or GamingMorningShow.tv. Mike, Austin, and Hefty with you. It is Monday, January 17th, 2022. Thanks for being here wherever you may be watching. We got top 10 lists coming up, sports this hour, and we'll continue to talk about some of our stories of the day, including news out of Goldfish Land, where apparently goldfish are incredible drivers, and we'll have your veg news from our good friend Anna S. coming up shortly.
Beep, beep.
Well. I don't think the goldfish and the veg news are related. They could be, but I don't think so.
You never know. I mean, it could be.
If you drink a goldfish, is it vegan?
No?
Okay.
Well, I mean, what if it's not dead? What if you just drink it and it like lives in your stomach forever?
It won't live in your stomach. It will
How do
die.
you know? Have you ever tried it?
No.
Don't knock until you try it.
I'm not gonna try it.
I mean, listen, I've had to replace a goldfish once because somebody decided to drink the old one. So,
And it lives in his stomach now. Their
Still
stomach,
there.
Somebody's stomach. Yep.
No.
I mean, there's lots of bacteria in there for the fish to eat.
Yeah.
Also, fish
Instead
eat
of-
bacteria.
You know what? I'm gonna look it up.
Instead of getting butterflies, they get goldfish.
It works. Makes sense. Twitch user Johnny, good moron to you. It is good to see
It'll
you.
die.
Aura, thank you for being here as well.
Good moron!
Like, is that definitively it'll die?
Short version, it'll die. Long version, even the swallowing itself might injure or kill the fish. The esophagus, the tube between mouth and stomach, is a muscular tube that squeezes food along the stomach. This may already crush the fish.
Counterpoint. I hear a lot of mays and mites.
The short version is it'll die.
Maybe.
Lots of mays and mites. No definitelys.
I think there's a chance. And if there's a chance, you got to try it. Got to see what happens. Downs goes, Bob
Chip in a chair.
killed Bear. What are you talking about, Downs? I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoa.
Aura said, reason it'll die, acid.
Right.
Nah.
But your esophagus might crush it.
Mite.
Oh, God. It sounds like Earl. I got my esophagus. I'm going to crush
Sorry.
it.
I was like a. So remember when you did your English accent and it sounded whatever it sounded like?
I've tried
And
an
then you
English
just-
accent on. I believe you. I don't remember that.
Well, on the sheep hugging thing, you had to do an English accent.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
do it
They
again?
should have asked you to do an Arnold accent because that Arnold sounded really English. So that was good.
Fine to me.
You just got them backwards. It's fine.
Okay. I'll work on that. K-Laugh, we're just going to skip over that someone drank my goldfish story. Well, it wasn't my goldfish. I'm just saying we had to replace the goldfish because someone drank it.
I actually also was in a situation where someone drank a goldfish, but it was on purpose. I don't know if yours was on accident.
Oh, no, it was on purpose.
Okay, all right.
Oh no!
It was a 3 a.m.
for real.
decision, Austin.
I was very upset.
Was it your goldfish?
No, it was I was at this 24-hour like fast at this church, and it was like fun or whatever. And in the morning or in the next day or whatever, we're making the spaghetti, and there's this goldfish in a cup, and someone was just like, "I'm gonna drink it," and he drank it, and I'm like,
At the
Sorry,
church.
what?
yes. He was hungry, I guess, because we were fasting.
What kind of church?
I need to eat that fish. Don't do it. No, I need to.
The Church of the
very
Holy
upset.
Goldfish.
See, I had this impression that this was going to be more of a common occurrence, but apparently not, because Caleb says, how do 2/3 of you have someone drank the goldfish stories? Just 2/3 of
Yeah.
us.
No, I never did. My dad just told me that the fish jumped when we moved when I was a kid. He told me the fish jumped out of the tank into the stream that ran next to our house. I was 6. I believed him. And then I found out he lied. The worst. Turns out fish can't jump.
I named him Balto. So that's a very fish.
You named your fish Balto?
I was obsessed with Balto.
I know,
so
but
I
you
named
named
him.
your fish
You
Balto.
named your fish Balto?
Yes, and he died.
Wow. Unlike the real Balto.
The last dinosaur.
The real Balto.
The real Balto died on my birthday.
No, lives in our hearts, though.
You killed it?
No, but it was in like 1940 whatever.
Why'd you kill Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
When
With
did
a
Balto
6-degree fire.
March 14th, 1933.
You were born in 1933?
Yes.
How?
Wow.
I'm a vampire.
You look pretty good for a lot of years old.
You were sparkly. I noticed that.
Am I sparkly today?
Yeah.
Super sparkly. Like more sparkly than sparkly.
Aura goes, someone drank goldfish, and then Jordy asks, was the goldfish alive? In my story, it was.
Yeah,
How else
mine
do you
was
eat a
alive.
goldfish?
It's not it's a baby goldfish. You know, it wasn't like a full-grown goldfish that's this big. It was like this big.
Wait, how big's a full-grown goldfish?
They can get to be really big.
They can. Yeah.
You're,
My friend Mike.
Yeah.
My other
Huge,
friend Mike,
not me.
had big goldfish.
You know what they say about big goldfish.
Yeah, you can't swallow them.
Big tanks. Aura says fish can jump if it swims up fast enough. That's true. I mean, we see fish jumping all the time.
But those aren't goldfish. Those are
How do you know?
salmons,
What?
right?
I believe it's
No,
pronounced
goldfish
salmon.
can totally jump.
The salmons swim up and then they go, whoosh, and then they go into the bear's mouth, and they're like, "Oh no!"
I don't think they swim into the bear's mouth. I think they swim.
They jump, and then the bear's like, and it catches it. I almost like bit my arm right there.
Yeah, I saw that. Are you okay?
Like,
Don't let the fish floating from the balloons fall in the bear's mouth.
See, Austin goes to the emergency room today. Why are you here today? I was reenacting a bear eating a fish, and I bit myself.
What's for breakfast?
What do we got there?
it's a Kind bar,
My arm.
peanut butter. It's okay.
Okay. I'm sorry it's not great.
That's fine.
All right, fine.
I had some.
Like Tony the Tiger says, they're fine.
Nah, shut up, Tony. I had some Reese's Puffs this morning.
How'd that go?
Oh, it was so good. And I also had coffee, but somebody seems to have drank it all.
Oh,
You should have got more.
My pot takes too long to brew, and Megan won't let me buy a Keurig.
Get your Dunkin' coffee.
Was it
I
Duncan?
agree with her.
Oh, of course. Dunkin' hazelnuts with Dunkin' creamer.
Nice.
Extra, extra.
I mean, you could get a Keurig with the compostable cups.
Megan just won't let me.
We have a
perfectly fine working other one. She's
Is that
changed
what she
forms
sounds like?
into an.
Let's say, yeah, that's the voice for Megan has changed.
She has changed. She's sick, so
She's changed.
she's changed.
Oh, I forgot we're playing with Jordy. Oh God.
What?
Because Jordy's so good.
Why does
Alright, well,
Austin
maybe
not
we'll
like
win.
Jordy?
Jordy's so
See what
good.
she
It
wrote
makes
in
me
that text
upset.
line.
I'm like embarrassed.
Nice.
Oh, look at this! Oh, I want the trees.
So good. We got list of the day coming up after this game. If Austin can handle playing with Jordy.
No, I'm sad.
Just because Jordy is sitting there doing his best Batman soundtrack, I Believe I Can Fly. I mean, come on now. I mean, you were just impressed. You're in awe.
I'm just upset.
Good morning to you, Hauser.
Top of the Mora.
Reese's Puff cereal is great.
Yep,
I like Reese's Puffs.
they're really good.
Yeah, it's the kind bar that was fine. But Tony the Tiger
Yeah.
would have said Reese's Puffs are great. Also would have been shortly after sued. But that's okay. Wait, no. Reese's Puffs would have been sued. Who would get sued in that situation? Does Tony the Tiger own it, or does Frosted Flakes own it?
Frosted Flakes is Kellogg's. Reese's Puffs is General Mills, I think.
I know
I
that.
don't know what that
I'm
has
just-
to do with anything.
I'm just saying, who owns the...
Nobody,
rights.
they're free.
Fair. K-Laugh, that was Space Jam. Ryan, Batman was Kiss from a Rose. Thank you. That's true. That's true. I screwed that up.
From a rose on the grave. Ooh, more things in another word.
Baby, now that your
Yeah, there's
rose is blue, the light turns blue on the bird.
So glad we've made it on the gray.
Twitch user Johnny. Blaze, why are you awake? And then apparently Blaze been up since 4 a.m. Man, it was not a good night for sleep. Nobody slept well last night.
I
My
slept
daughter,
okay.
well, I fell asleep at like 1:45. My daughter woke me up at 2:15 and told me your throat hurt. And then I didn't go back to sleep, so I came downstairs at about 3, and I played Minecraft for a while, and hoped that maybe like the monotony would put me to sleep. It didn't. And then at about 7, I went and laid on the couch and took a little nappy nap. So.
But you slept great, Austin?
I didn't say great. I said okay. For me. I guess it's great for me.
Yeah, as I say, isn't okay pretty great for you?
Yeah.
So that's a win. Nice. I actually slept wonderfully, but that's because my son didn't wake me up for the first time in like 3 weeks. So we had to go through a sequence of, hey, you can't come into our room in the middle of the night anymore. You gotta stay in your bed. So then what that became is he'd wake us up to give us a stuffed animal each, which by the way is just freaking adorable. But still,
Yeah.
like it would wake me up. And then it became, hey, will you go tuck me in and sleep, cuddle with me in our bed? It's like, well, that's more annoying. So we gotta stop that too. And so finally, I just had to sit him down and be like, your dad is not getting consecutive sleep. I need to be able to sleep from start to finish. So you can't do anything like that anymore, no matter how cute it is.
Gotta get his solid 3 hours.
Let me explain the REM phase to you, child. He's like, what?
It's 6. It's time you
That
learn.
band? What?
Hauser,
17?
thank you for being here. We are a morning radio show that plays games Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. Mike, Austin, and Hefty this morning. We are asking you, what are some of your best and most coveted kid inventions? We learned earlier today how Austin made a water pillow out of Ziploc bags, a pillowcase, and, water.
Well, so here, I have an actual answer for this one. And it really pisses me off because I could have been rich.
Sorry,
so in
Austin.
6th grade. Well, no, it's kind of like her. I mean, I didn't. Never mind.
That's
Anyway,
right. You already diminished it. Just keep going.
It's fine. It wasn't in response to her, people. But yeah, so I had this idea in the 6th grade to make a T-shirt that had a water bag inside. So the water bag thing sticks on. I should have got that. That's a dinosaur. So when you're running, A, it keeps you cool, and B, you can like drink it, right? Because there's a straw that came up. And like I sewed this whole thing together, and it was great, and it worked, and it didn't leak, and it was wonderful. And essentially, it was like a pre-camelback camelback. And my 6th grade teacher told me that was one of the most ridiculous things that she had ever seen, and couldn't imagine anyone ever wanting anything like that, because we already had water bottles. Wow! Joke's on you, Miss Bryant, the Cowboys fan. Lots of people.
Wow! What an inspiring story of a teacher.
Oh, I had a lot of really crappy teachers. My 6th grade math teacher told me I would never go anywhere, and the world needs ditch diggers too. So that's some quality teachers.
Wow.
Back in the days when tenure was a thing. Oh, there's a shot on the goal.
That was really
They don't
said
do
to you?
tenure anymore. Yep, in front of it was said to my parents as I stood there on parent-teacher night. It's good, right?
Mike, I'm very sorry, to be honest.
Now you know I have so many issues with feeling good or
Oh my
feeling
gosh.
productive or like things were great. So I had some very supportive teachers. The guy's teacher name was Mr. Pugh, and he had a toothpick in his chin.
Pew.
He didn't really. He had a piece of hair, or not hair. He had like a piece of skin that stuck out of his chin that looked like a toothpick. And kids would always ask him if there was a toothpick sticking out of his chin. He was a jerk.
Well, maybe that's why he was a jerk, because he got made fun
Oh.
of all the time for his
think he
toothpick
was-
chin.
He was a jerk before that.
Oh.
Last I know, I think he's passed, but before then he was inspiring 3rd graders.
Oh.
He wanted to get them earlier.
Austin, apparently you and Aura, speaking of not real inventions, you both made pillowcases. So
I didn't make a pillowcase.
technically you
made
had
a
a
pillow.
pillowcase.
There was a pillowcase on it.
But wait, but it was a pillow?
It was a pillow.
Yeah.
It was the water pillow.
You could have been like the pre-Mike Lindell, Mike Lindell.
I don't know what that means.
That's probably for the best.
That doesn't matter. It wasn't a real invention anyway.
Yeah.
I did not.
That's
read it
exactly
like that.
what you said.
That was
though.
literally what you said. It's rough.
Yes, I said I have a real story for this because usually I just say some sort of nonsense.
No, you said
Oh.
I have a real invention, as opposed to Austin's fake invention.
Well, no, but I meant like what I made turned out basically to be a camelback. Like how that worked,
I have a
and my
camelback water
teacher
bottle.
like helped me. I would have been a billionaire or something.
Get a real invention, Austin. That is a really sad story. Earthling Gaming says, "Oh my gosh, so sorry, Mike. Some
Oh,
teachers
it's
cannot
fine.
teach."
I've turned out pretty great.
Like, were
listen.
you a bad kid?
What's that?
Were you a bad kid?
Not in the least. I was
Okay.
like the teacher's pet.
I was just asking because
I would have done
there's some
anything
kids
for
that
anybody.
I hate
Wow.
as a person in education.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I would.
Although I've never
I
told
would've-
them that they won't, go anywhere.
Oh, tell them now,
I
though.
just,
Right here on
I
the
just
show.
think it.
If you
I
could
just
name
think
some
it.
names and just tell them straight to their face right now through the
No.
internet.
They know who they are.
But the issue with that, like the whole thing though, is it turns you into a bad kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you don't get any support from like teachers and counselors and principals. When I was in high school in 9th grade, the reason I passed chemistry was the second day of class, I asked the teacher how to do something, and she said, "Will you accept very carefully" as an answer, and then walked away snickering. And I was like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. And I asked her a few times, and she wasn't willing to help. So me and like 3 other kids who she didn't like, because I don't know why, would sit in the back of the class and like make really insensitive comments because we were all screwed. But what was funny is on the last day of class, I had a 57, but somehow on my report card I had a 77.
She didn't want to have you again.
She did not want to have us back. So she gave us all passing grades.
It's 7:30 now on the West Coast, 10:30 out east. Is 3:30 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. Let's do our top 10 lists because today is Martin Luther King Day. It's also National Kid Inventors Day. So we asked you, what did you make up when you were a kid? Best kid invention you've heard of. Well, we have a list of some real kid inventions to share with you. And this is from ReadersDigest.com. 14 lol inventions by kids that are cool. I mean, the inventions are cool. I don't know about the kids. They might be cool or they might be jerks. I don't know. Okay, bye. Love you. Wait, I didn't even see if the inventions were cool either. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, bye. So this is from Lisa Milbrand. January of this year. So this is either... Oh, it was updated January of this year. So this is very recent. Very, very recent.
You're welcome.
Inventions from the imagination. Every time you eat a popsicle, decorate a Christmas tree, or eat earmuffs, you can thank the creativity of a kid or teenager. These kids had some brilliant ideas about how to fix common problems.
Nice.
All right, we'll start with number one on this list.
earmuffs.
One. A trampoline. Apparently it was made by a kid. George Nissen. Sounds like the way that Nissan is pronounced in many parts of the world. Nissen. Age 16, invented a trampoline, was watching trapeze artists drop on the safety nets. Thought, well, that'd be cool. But if you could bounce up instead of just being caught in the net. Trampoline turns 90 years old today. It was invented back in 1930. So it's now older than 90.
Dude, Betty White was born before trampolines.
2.
Holy crap. Number 2. Oh, making bacon. What? A lack of paper towels helped inspire Abby Fleck. Create a new way to make crispy bacon fast. When her family didn't have paper towels to soak up the excess grease from microwave, the 8-year-old decided to figure out a better way to cook bacon. After a little trial and error, she came up with a Making Bacon, a microwave-safe stand that allows you to drape bacon over it as you cook. She made this in 1993 as an 8. So yeah, you might have seen, some of you may have seen this, some of the older folks. You like drape the bacon over it, and it like the fat drips into your tray, into the tray in the thing. So then you don't have like a whole bunch of nast in there. It's pretty dang smart.
3.
Nice.
3 is earmuffs. In 1877, 15-year-old Chester Greenwood was tired of having cold ears when he went ice skating. So he built a wire frame and had his grandmother help sew pieces of beaver skin to it to keep his ears warm. They were hit especially with soldiers during World War I.
Can I take my earmuffs off yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you going to read
4.
the story now?
No.
It was a good one, though. You missed it. Braille was made by someone named Louis Braille, 15 years old, in 1824. Apparently, prior to that, visually impaired people... nope, I lied. This is after it was made. Read by feeling their way over raised letters, a slow and laborious process. Never mind, that was before. After he was blinded by an eye injury at the age of 3, Braille translated a type of communication used by the French military into an alphabet that could easily be read by the blind. So basically, Louis Braille made Braille. I butchered that one.
5.
That's cool. Oh, this is perfect. Christmas lights. Christmas trees used to be a big old fire hazard back in the day when lit candles adorned the trees. Great idea. In 1917, 15-year-old Albert Sadaka helped put an end to that by inventing less expensive strings of light bulbs to add pizzazz to the holiday without the potential for burning the house down. Dude, Albert Sadaka, we salute you.
I had to
awesome.
Google when electricity was invented.
2 weeks ago.
1879.
Nice.
Good year.
6.
6 is toy trucks. One of the very youngest inventors was Robert Patch, who was granted the patent for the toy truck when he was just 6 years old back in 1963. He built his prototype out of bottle caps and cardboard, and his invention was meant to be taken apart and refashioned into different types of trucks, like a very early transformer.
That's what the Transformers sound like.
7.
Oh.
Superman? Superman was made by a kid?
Read it. It's, I mean, legally.
17-year-olds made Superman. 1933, first appearance in the comics. 1938, some comic book historians believe, according to ReadersDigest.com, the origin of the idea came from the death of Siegel's father, Mitchell, in an armed robbery at his store.
8.
Pretty bad. 8 popsicles, of course. Like many amazing foods, popsicles were created by mistake. 11-year-old Frank Epperson accidentally left a cup filled with soda powder, water, and a stirring stick on his porch overnight where it froze, and the delicious dessert was born. Nearly 20 years after his accidental discovery in 1905, he started selling his sweet treats. Now we eat more than 2 billion every year. In fact, popsicles are one of the items whose brand names have become synonymous with the thing itself. And he was only 11 years old. That's incredible.
I remember
Way to
seeing
go, kid.
that one on the History Channel during the food that built America.
Ooh.
Yeah.
9.
Ooh.
Number 9 is a hot seat. Alyssa Chavez
What?
was upset about the stories of children who died when they were accidentally left in hot cars. She wanted to do something to help prevent it. In 2014, at age of 14, she came up with the idea of the hot seat, a small cushion with a sensor that's placed in the car seat and connects to the parent's smartphone. If the cushion senses that the smartphone has moved more than 20 feet from the car with the baby still in the seat, it sounds an alarm.
Wait, what?
Just don't leave your baby. in
Oh,
the car.
smartphone. Yeah, why would you? What?
It happens more than you think.
Yeah, I know.
I got out
Oh, I
of
don't have children.
there's
so.
a car that I rented, and anytime you open the back door before you start driving, it alerts you to look in the back seat. So, yes,
1, 0.
I'm sure there's
Oh.
stats on it, probably.
That would creep you out, though, because if you're not in the car with anybody and then it's like, look in the back seat, you're like,
Like, what?
I don't want to.
I don't
Just
know.
a heavy jug of water.
That might be better for the horror movies. Like, you wouldn't have that premise anymore. So,
Oh, man, that would totally ruin all those. Like, the guy gets in the back and he's like, and then suddenly the car's like, look in the back seat. He's like, oh, crap. There you go.
why can't
That's
we
the
get
end.
into the running car? Early television was made by someone who was 15 years old. There were diagrams for an electronic television system back in 1921.
All right, everyone get their tube amusement devices.
Transmitted its first image 6 years later. So there you go. There's your top 10 list. Cool inventions
Very nice.
made by kids. I was in a magazine on an airline once when I was in high school because we had started some entrepreneurial project, but we hadn't actually started ours. Like we had built the business plan and we had won a competition around and all this stuff. But they decided to put us alongside kids who, if I remember correctly, were either the same age or younger, who had actually made stuff. I remember we got interviewed for that thing, and I was like, "That's cool, that's fun. All right, neat. When does it come out?" We get the magazine from somebody who actually was on the airplane, and then you read the other, I think, 2 stories that were on there. We're like, we did absolutely nothing. These other 2 actually made something. It was very embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, huh,
That's pretty impressive, though.
thanks for acknowledging the fact that we finished a project next to these people who made something that changed the world.
Yeah.
Aura said, kids back then were cool. Now they give none and say whatever they want. Also, Down says, maybe don't leave the baby in the car.
Maybe.
Hyper
crazy.
says, I'm sure entire horror movies could be made from that. Yes. Don't Look Back. Coming this fall.
Sweet.
You could write that.
Scott. Good news.
short movie.
Everyone's COVID negative.
Yay! Everyone in Mike's household, at least.
In my house. Yeah, sorry.
If it makes you feel any better, Sean also tested negative.
Good.
And so did
That's
the first
exciting.
person who got it.
Yep.
Oh.
2 days later, oh no, the same day, tested positive. So, it's an exact science, and it's super fun.
Great.
We're having a good time. But that's Sean. Well, Sean's not here because Sean's trying to stay off the top floor of their house. So that's where the computer is.
Yeah.
Everyone stay healthy. Stay as good as you can. Obviously, a lot of this is not in your control, but thank you for trying to do what is in your control. So it's 7:40 now out on the West Coast. Let's take a trip, a journey, if you will, from the good friend of Veg News. That's Anna S. And we want to know more about probably what's in the UK, but this has to do with vegan salmon.
Yep. Israel-based startup called Plantish has unveiled the world's first vegan whole-cut salmon fillets. Its prototype, plantish salmon, was created to mimic its fish counterpart in every way, including a flaky texture, buttery mouthfeel, and fibrous structure to replicate the eating experience perfectly without the need to harm a single fish. To match the nutritional content of fish, the vegan salmon fillets are high in protein, omega-3s, omega-6, and B vitamins. Most fish, 80% of fish, are consumed in whole cut fillets, yet most alternative seafood products are made to mimic ground fish, like tuna or whatever. To address this market gap, Plantish created its salmon using a proprietary blend of plant proteins
Wow.
and patent-pending technology
Alliterative.
that produces a whole cut fillet that can be prepared the same ways as traditional salmon, including poaching, grilling, and baking. We exist to save the oceans and eliminate the need to consume marine animals by providing more sustainable, more nutritious, and more delicious fish options, Plantish co-founder and CEO Ofek Ron said in a statement. This does not interest me.
Could you tell me the
But I'm
part
sure-
about the proprietary parts, please, again?
Yes,
Don't.
using a proprietary blend of plant proteins and patent-pending technology.
Nice.
Poaching, prepared,
Can you talk about the buttery part?
buttery mouthfeel.
Like, I understand that mouthfeel is like a term used to describe things. Like, try this wine and tell me what the mouthfeel is. But it does
My
not
mouth feels wet.
Tell me the.
makes my tongue do things.
Stop. You know, buttery mouthfeel reminds me of like eating like microwave popcorn and then like the leftover like taste in your mouth.
Mm,
That's a buttery mouthfeel to me.
gotcha. Hyper says buttery mouthfeel is almost as good as moist.
Coleslaw is moist cabbage.
Think about it.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
I mean this is great, but I probably am not gonna try this because I never ate salmon previously.
That's gonna be my follow-up question, so you answer that for me.
Yeah, I was never a fish fan. Like the only fish that I ever ate was like tuna fish, and I can get that with chickpea salad, which I have a great recipe for if you'd like it.
So my wife got into TikTok recipes this weekend. Grabbed some arugula, which is delicious in my opinion. Grabbed some feta cheese, which is also equally delicious, and then mixed it into a salad with garbanzo beans and lost me. Can't do garbanzo beans.
I don't like them like whole or like by themselves, but like the chickpea salad is super good and it really does. Like if I'm craving like a tuna fish, it tastes just like it and it's perfectly.
But that
it doesn't-
is the not the tuna fish part, but when you said they're by themselves, the salad had them by themselves is
right.
whole.
But maybe if she mashed them, because like that's what this is, you mash them up, and like you can peel them first and then mash them up, and that's even better. But I'm too lazy to do that.
Not a big fan. Kate Sade says, I love chickpeas. Hummus is life. It was great, too, because my daughter was complimenting my wife's salad. Was like, that looks delicious. I like chickpeas, says my daughter. Hefty wife goes, no, you don't. She's like, well, I like hummus. It's like,
Totally different.
yeah. I mean, same but different.
Hummus is delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, same but different. So, Aura also loves hummus.
Good.
This is not going to surprise you, but hummus is too close to a sauce. I don't tend to gravitate toward it.
You can't
Are
even eat
you-
hummus?
Are
No,
you
I
It's a
kidding me?
can.
dip.
I can. I don't prefer it. For example, like I never crave dips. I'm never like, oh, if I could get some queso right now.
You've never quesoed?
You've never quesoed?
You're not listening to me, please. I have quesoed. I never
Well, yeah.
go, oh, I'm craving queso.
But quesoing is the feeling of craving queso.
Exactly. So in that case, I've never quesoed.
Man.
Like spinach dip. I know, Mike, plug your ears. You don't like spinach dip?
Oh, no. Like we would get to the appetizers at like Applebee's and be like, oh, everyone, we're going to get spinach and artichoke dip. And I'd be like, nah.
Well, Applebee's is disgusting, so that's why.
Wow. Sorry, Applebee's.
Get
You're
wrecked.
the water pillow of restaurants.
No, you're worse.
Oh, get wrecked.
Okay, Mike, you're good.
Thank goodness he couldn't hear a single thing we just said.
Yeah,
Nah,
I wouldn't want to
plug-
get him
plug
upset.
my ears.
I know he doesn't
I-
like that.
I was just reading Austin's the things where it says her words until she said, Mike, it's okay.
So you read it at least, so you knew what we were saying.
No, I just waited until I saw Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hyper
Hummus
says,
on
I literally
pizza?
ate hummus for a lazy dinner tonight. It's basically the ultimate food. I mean, I like pita chips. Pita chips are okay.
Kyle's
Plain
right.
Pita chips?
Hummus is nowhere near sauce. What's next? Mashed potatoes is the sauce?
No, you're not listening
My
to
favorite sauce. My
I
favorite
said
sauce.
that. I said dips are in like the sauce region for me. They are not sauces.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm clear. But yeah,
But
like
you'll eat dips, but not sauces.
So what if the dip is like very thick? Is that the problem? Like,
aren't most dips thick? Like hummus seems thick.
but like queso's not thick.
Yeah, queso is thinner. That's true.
So like, is
listen,
that the issue?
It's yeah. Thank you. IMJF down says sauce adjacent. It's hard to explain, obviously, because I realize I'm in the vast minority, if not just by myself over here on Hefty Goof, No Sauce Island. But like, I never sit there and be like, oh, the closest thing that I might be like, I'm ready for, I would like right now, is salsa.
Okay. But not like salsa and queso.
Tomato sauce.
What's your take on sour cream?
Dislike sour cream with every fiber of my being. Okay.
What about cottage cheese?
Oh, even worse. Hauser said,
Yeah, okay, I'm with you on that.
you just made me crave queso. Thanks. You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm
I could
sorry,
go for some queso.
Hauser. I don't know. I think this was your first time I saw it in chat. That kind of happens a lot here. So I'm just going to go ahead and apologize now for all of the GMS inspired food that you buy
We are always hungry.
for the forever.
Mike's right.
Remember,
Ask Kate,
if you're
Zane,
getting
Chris, and
food,
me.
you must show and tell when you come back.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. We make you hungry, but also ask you to tell us what you got if you're eating during the show. So,
Yeah.
My camera will be right back.
Hyper says, Applebee's, they don't have apples or bees. I like that line from earlier. Jordy Jasper says, hummus on pizza? Question mark?
Oh, no.
Really?
I wouldn't do that.
Should we call Applebee's and see if they have any bees?
You could. Hyper also says, Kalaf, depends on whether a hot dog is a sandwich. This goes back to mashed potatoes being a sauce. I did see some post on Facebook, which I'm going to try to share with y'all. And it was an ultimate guide to sandwiches. Hot dog was not listed, but neither was s'mores. So I kind of felt like maybe it's lost all of credibility.
I don't think either are sandwiches.
It's a hot take.
Why is my camera so bad?
Hardy or not hardy?
I'm sorry.
Jeff Hardy?
I am JF Down says sauce adjacent, and then Hyper says, aren't sauces and dips all soups?
No.
I mean, if you're noticing the
No.
theme, it's clearly like liquids that you don't drink. Just don't really tickle my fancy. So, Kate Zane says GMS chooses all of my meals.
That's fair.
I mean, don't we choose most of your meals? For example, Mike has a meal to try later with us this week when Sean's back that you got, and it was also much like a coleslaw.
Coleslaw is moist cabbage.
It's moist.
I'm gonna be right back.
There's
again.
nothing like cabbage.
It's moist though, like cabbage.
There's like little water droplets on it. If I was stranded on a desert island and I had this Twinkie, I could drink the water on this. It would be disgusting, but
Don't. Please.
Jordy says, I might try hummus on my French bread pizza.
Ew.
no.
Listen, so that you go to a pizza place now and there's like a garlic white sauce or something. I don't see how hummus is that far off.
Because there's no, I just don't want chickpeas in my pizza. I mean, you can have hummus as an appetizer, but then like that's enough.
All right. Welcome in this morning to Jack.
Good moron.
It is
Hey,
good to
it's
see
Jack.
you. We are going to have our open replayed at the start of the 8 o'clock hour. So if you're checking in with the final hour crew, much like Jack is, a little bit early, but that's great and fine. We'll play our new open coming up. It's a clip of the year open. Hauser says, I dip a sandwich in soup to soak up the broth.
Wait, what? Yeah, and that's basically like a French dip sandwich, isn't it?
So, for
You
example,
have your
No.
little French dippy dip, and then you put your sandwich.
yeah.
No, because I'm not going to eat a French dip sandwich.
Well, I am. It's great.
Okay.
And au jus is
Like,
fine.
I'll eat a grilled cheese. I'll eat a grilled
Au
cheese
jus.
and soup.
Au jus is fine. But to your point, like we were talking about tuna fish. My favorite way to eat tuna fish is in a grilled sandwich. So a grilled tuna fish sandwich, usually it's accompanied by a tomato soup. Okay. I request a quarter cup, like measuring cup, because I don't like soup that much. So I only use it to dip the sandwich into. So in that case, there you go. I like tomato soup as a dip.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't really like tomato soup.
Tomato soup with grilled cheese is the best. End of story, hands down.
So today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. MLK Day matters because it recognizes Dr. King's legacy of service while inspiring us to serve in other ways. A lot of things Dr. King advocated for in his lifetime, for example, racial justice, economic equality, affordable housing, labor rights, are issues we are still trying to figure out in 2021. RightsDoSomething.org. The protests of this past summer, for example, followed in the footsteps of the civil rights movement and leaders like Dr. King. The fight for justice is ongoing, and we can use this day to reflect on the work that Dr. King started and take responsibility for the work we still have left to do. We'll link to this article so you can read more about how it became a holiday and who Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was, because, of course, this may not be something that's celebrated in other countries, right? So we will put that in the chat so you can learn, considering the fact that we are, at least right now, we've seen Hyper from Australia, and we have many watching from Europe, so we will share that so you can learn more about why Dr. Martin Luther King has a day that's recognized in the United States. And so we share that with you on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. From Jackie Menjiver of DoSomething.org.
He did a lot of stuff. He was an incredible human being.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of people kind of miss the point of some of his things, and it gets twisted around. But good dude.
All right, so let's take a look at sports. It's now 7:53 right now, 10:53 out east, 3:53 for those watching GMS in the UK.
Can we skip the NFL stuff?
Yeah, we're going
Except
to
for the
open up with
Cowboys.
some NFL scores. We're going to start with the first game from yesterday. Some here seem like they're not considering it much of a game. Two teams showed up. One team played.
No, two teams came to the yeah. I don't think anyone told the Eagles that the playoffs started.
Okay. So, resident Eagles fan, your Philadelphia Eagles lost 31-15 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yesterday. However, shortly afterward, the Dallas Cowboys made everything fine for Eagles fans as San Francisco
Sure
won
did.
23-17, a quarterback run by Dak Prescott with about 8 seconds left on the clock, no timeouts, was stopped in the middle of the field. And because the umpire must touch the ball, or official must touch the ball before the play can be snapped, Cowboys ran out of time and lost 23-17.
Wah wah. Yeah, dummies.
Did that make you feel better?
It made me feel a lot better because it's the most Cowboys thing that could happen. I mean, it still sucks because the Eagles got stomped. And I'm sick of people being like, well, we're supposed to be bad, so we should just be happy to be there. Like, no, it doesn't. That doesn't work outside of like Little League. But yeah, no, it was a terrible game there, but Dallas looked terrible. They lost in the most Cowboys way humanly possible, so that made me very happy.
Aura says, I'd like to mention Mike's attack on the teacher for calling her a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, she's pretty awful.
Top of the morning.
It's good to see Lady Eden. Yes, the Eagles lost, but then the Cowboys lost, so everything is kind of like a net zero for Mike.
Yeah. So if the Eagles can't win the Super Bowl, at least the Cowboys can't either. And I can still say the Eagles have won a Super Bowl this millennia.
True. Hauser says, yes, they did. Happy Dallas loss. So at least you have a friend in Hauser. Yeah, the Raiders lost on Saturday, which always makes me happy. I don't hate the Cowboys as much as the vast majority does. But Hofbrew apparently really dislikes the Cowboys and was very happy with the outcome of this weekend so far.
I knew I liked Hofbrew.
Pittsburgh scored the first 7 points. Kansas City scored 42 of the next 56 and won 42-41 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the number 2 seed in the AFC moves on. Tonight, it's the Los Angeles Rams hosting the Arizona Cardinals in the final wild card game.
What is up with these scheduling this year?
Yeah,
NCAA, NFL, it's all weird.
it's the first Monday game in wild card history because they expanded the field and TV. So
to 178 teams.
it's not that many. At least it's still not half the league.
Oh gosh, we're getting there.
Well, it will be close, but NBA and the NHL playoffs, over half the league make them. So, we're not there yet, at least. Hauser says,
28
this is
games.
all right, both Pennsylvania teams lost in miserable fashion. That is true. The Steelers, I thought, had a shot. And then they really, TJ Watt returning a fumble and sliding into the end zone apparently made Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid be like, okay, we'll go from there.
Okay.
RS says the two longest hiatuses from the finals are the Jets in 2010 and the Broncos in 2015. Wait, what? Are you talking about the biggest playoff droughts?
Since then?
You'll have to tell me more about that one, Aura. I mean, the Broncos are one of the first teams to win a Super Bowl and then not make the playoffs in a very, very long time. So that is true.
Yeah.
By the way, I sent a text message. I'd like to read it to you. May I, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. I sent this on Saturday. Okay, I sent it to many, many people, including my father and my sister. And I said, text messaging. Nope. I said, since it has never happened, this is a text to say the Bengals have won a playoff game. Because the Cincinnati Bengals had not won a playoff game since before text messaging was invented.
You didn't text me that.
I didn't. I wanted to, but I knew you were busy, and I didn't want to overwhelm you with this urge to talk about sports for hours.
That's for the best.
I did it for you, Austin. I did it for
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes. Also today, your Seattle Kraken take on the Chicago Blackhawks. That's a 2:00 game that I was supposed to be at. Now I am not. So I am sad. The good news is to Hefty Daughter, whose little heart was broken for the second time, we can go to a Blazers game or a Kraken game as soon as we can. They're just up the road. We don't have to fly to Denver and wait for a game to be there. So, sadness. There were a lot of tears.
I put a picture in our community chat that makes me very happy to see, and is the official pose of the Dallas Cowboys.
Is this in Discord?
Yes.
There's our link to our Discord if you haven't been there yet.
The official pose.
Rafael Nadal renewed his bid for a record 21st Grand Slam title, won 3 sets on Monday at the Australian Open. Novak Djokovic, I believe, was deported from Australia.
Sure was. Toodles.
Naomi
Play
Osaka,
stupid games, win stupid prizes.
the defending champion on the women's side, had a relatively trouble-free time in the first match there. 6-3, 6-3. Osaka advances to the second round.
She's like really good. Really good.
All right. That is your sports.
Sports.
Top of the moron.
Next hour, we'll play some community games. Do you want to try to keep the don't let the person floating from the balloon streak going, or should we pivot and play something else?
Heck
Like
no, let's
what?
keep it going, baby.
Oh, we could play.
I'm not playing Google Feud.
We could play Gartic on stream. We could
Okay,
play
we can do that.
Words on
We can do
stream, or we could play Google Feud.
Words, huh?
I would love to play Gartic on stream. Is my camera back? Is it better? I think. Yay. Okay. Cool.
We can play Dr. Scotch Bayrum.
All right, Google Feud next hour, as voted by Austin and Mike O. We're excited for that, for community games next hour. Also, clip of the day, takeaways that were pretty okay, and if you missed it, or even if you were here, we'll play our new Open, our clip of the year edition of the Gaming Morning Show Open. So that's coming up next hour. Thank you for being here wherever you may be. We are a morning radio show that plays games on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at gamingmorningshow.tv.
Gaming Morning Show.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, Gaming Morning Show is on.
Wait,
Austin, your mom is here?
No.
Why did I look over where Bob is?
Austin, your mom is here?
Is she over there?
I sure hope not.
Is she in the box?
Whoa.
I haven't seen her in like 2 days.
Get out of here, Beelin. I just got the new marble tile installed and you'll mess up the grout. Besides, like our friend Guitar Boy said,
Sorry, KK.
it's time for the clinically acclaimed Gaming Morning Show. Or should I say, award-winning.
And we have a clip of the year, friends. It is the Lost City of D live.
Glad we won.
Woo! Burp, burp, burp.
Kiki Low is in search of something.
I need a D that works.
There's the D. Searching in the universe because the D is currently broken.
Gaming Morning Show won Clip of the Year.
Oh my gosh.
But don't you dare expect to put that Chris Emmy Memorial Clip of the Year trophy in this
I
box.
probably should have prepared something more special.
I'm getting the walls repainted soon. Now, where to put the chandelier or the bearskin rug? Oh, and the piano, can't forget that.
Maybe there is somebody in the world that can help her. Maybe somebody who sings a song.
6 to 9 a.m. Pacific. If you wanna get specific, I couldn't imagine any other place to go than to start the day with the Gaming Morning Show.
Morning, gamer. Welcome back, Gaming Morning Show. It is hour number 3 on Monday, January 17th, 2022. That is Austin and Mike, left side of your screen. I am Hefty Goof. It's been a pleasure to hang out with you on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. A lot of fun planned for you this final hour. We'll play community games, which will be pretty okay. We'll also tell you a story that we've been thinking about for a long, long time. And that story has to do with goldfish. They're surprisingly good drivers. Wow.
Shockingly shocking.
What an amazing thing.
Hello to the Final Hour crew.
Final Hour crew is here. It is good to see Dungeon Meowster KJ. I hope you're feeling pretty okay, or at least better than you have been. Also,
a warm welcome for our Final Hour crew ambassador. Hey, it's Brendan_TTV.
And also,
greetings, Final Hour crew ambassador Chris M.Y.
The mayor of the internet is here and the host of the Clip M.Y. Clip of the Year show. Banger of an open, says Chris. Thank you very much for hosting that show, and we appreciate everybody who chose Gaming Morning Show to have this big trophy. Now, Bob said Bob doesn't want that in the box. I mean, it doesn't look like it'd take up that much room.
I mean, it could. It depends. Where in the box would you put it?
Well, he mentioned getting the walls repainted, so maybe that has something to do with it.
When was the last time you looked in the box? Like, is he digging down or something?
No, we talk every day over in the box. It's great. Yeah.
That's awkward.
It's fine.
So you're the one who gave him the controller, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Bob sometimes sneaks the controller on his own. That one time, though, was not the case.
Oh, boy.
What, did you not enjoy playing against Bob in Rocket League?
No, he, crushed us.
Okay.
That was rude.
Fair enough.
Oof.
Aura is here as well. Good morning to you. Thank you for being here with the Final Hour crew. Jordy Jasper has been hanging out with us as well. I'm going to grab lunch and take care of the snow in my driveway. Thanks for the games. I think we only ended up getting to play one game with Jordy because of Rocket League matchmaking. But hopefully you have a good time. Jordy has 18 inches of snow that fell overnight, I'm told.
He it's nice. He's gonna go take care of it though. He's gonna bring it lunch. Maybe read it a story, Jordy.
Yeah,
Tell her how nice and pretty it is.
Would you like to borrow the Moose book to read?
You're so good, Snow. You just lay here for a little bit.
Oh my god.
Who else is here? It's good to see Brendan, as I mentioned. Aura has been here. Hauser, good morning to you. Lady Undead has been with us throughout the second hour. Earthling Gaming. Jack has checked in for the FHC Hyper as well. Kate Zaid and many, many more. Kalaf, our head of research and development, with us as well. KJ says, wow, 18 inches of snow. It's a lot of snow. Hyper says, Bob games now? Careful, he'll become too powerful.
Bob likes it.
You never know. Bob's good.
I like it. Bob scares me sometimes. He's just gonna show up at my house or something.
Whoa. What is?
Whoa, Bob, what are you doing here? Why are you in that box?
Gonna look in the back seat.
You left somebody here. What?
Maiko is a mighty fine plain individual.
Better change my name again to keep things fresh for Bob. Brendan said, did you not have to have Bob mention something else. I mean, listen, Bob will bob and weave with your name changes, Brendan. So.
Did you say Bob and Weave?
Bob and weave. Get it? Get it?
Does Bob have a weave?
No, I don't get it.
Bob is good with it.
It makes sense if you think about it. So, we're gonna play "Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth." If you missed a prior episode of this, Superphonic was pretty cracked, figuring out how to jump in and pull the best K-Laugh impression with a guess of
Beating the heat.
Oh my god.
heat.
Nice.
Heat. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's also National Kid Inventors Day. We ask you, what did you make when you were a kid? What did you make up when you were a kid? And what is the best kid invention you've heard of? Our good friend Austin Attack, what was your best invention you ever made as a kid?
The water pillow, which is a pillow with water in it.
How'd you formulate this?
I don't know.
Like, wasn't there like Ziploc bags involved?
Oh, yeah, I did 2 Ziploc bags. One was filled with water. The other one was to prevent leakage, and then you stuff it in a tiny pillowcase.
And you did this for a science show?
No, we were doing like an invention unit, and everyone in our class had to make an invention.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mike has also made an invention before.
I won't talk about it. Should be rich.
You should be.
My teacher said it was stupid.
We learned about bad teachers with Mike O earlier.
Sure did. I had my fair share of them. But yeah, I basically made like a undershirt camelback, and it was wonderful.
So it was a shirt that you put on?
Yep. It was like it would have been like for like athletic activities. It was a shirt, and underneath the front right here, I mean, obviously, as a 12-year-old, it was a prototype.
Yeah.
But there was like a shirt right here, like a water bladder right here. And then there was a straw that came out and like.
Wouldn't the water get warm though if you were doing athletic activities?
While you're running, probably. Again, I was 12. I don't know.
It's better than no water.
Yeah.
You don't want to be parched. I mean, a camelback can even get warm.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what that is, other than like the water bottle. Like.
It is so a camelback is like a backpack, but it has a water bladder, so you can fill it with water or beer, and you can have it on you to constantly drink. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I have the water bottle, but like.
Yeah.
It's just because I picked one.
But no, they started as like a backpack. So.
Okay.
And it was cool. However, if you are gonna put anything other than water in it, make sure you bleach it pretty good, kids.
Bleach it?
Yep.
How many rinses do you need to do of said bleach before you can drink out of it again?
Well, I mean, use like a very, very diluted bleach. Like,
can't you just use soap and water?
I mean, you could, but there's still a chance. It depends what you're putting. If you're putting something with sugar in there, soap and water isn't going to help it get rid of it completely, and you can still get mildewy. Actually, if you put beer
Couldn't it
mixed
get mildewy
drinks in there.
even if there's water?
Well, that's why you, yes, over time, that's why you have to make sure you dry it. So, like, you take it out and you leave it in a spot to completely dry. Mm-hmm. But if you fill it with other certain things, then it just promotes it. So, yeah.
What kind of things would you put in there that have sugar?
Kool-Aid, iced tea, lemonade.
Never thought about Kool-Aid in a camelback before.
Whiskey sour.
That's true. I guess there's probably more sugar in alcohol than I realize.
Nice. Cracked.
Brendan goes, Camelback literally invented that later on. Oh, we know.
That's my point, Brendan.
What did your teacher say about your invention?
That was one of the dumbest things they'd ever seen.
And elaborated on that, apparently, and to the point where now Mike is frustrated with people.
So I had a couple other teachers that said some pretty crappy things too. But yeah, so
Gave you a passing grade though, so they didn't have to tolerate you in their class
the
anymore.
one teacher definitely did. And I will say, kids don't drink in school because it doesn't pay. I was a good kid, mostly.
I missed.
Were you?
Vodka and lemonade, though, it's really hard for people to detect.
Especially when put in a Camelback or Mike O athletic warm-up T-shirt. What did you call it?
Exactly. I don't know.
Wish you did.
Probably like a water T-shirt. I don't know.
You probably called it
Hydro shirt.
Camel Front. You had such a chance. KJ said, when I was a kid, I invented the leg purse. So you could wear a purse while in a dress, but you still had your hands free. I like that one.
That's really cool.
So
Does anything like that exist?
No.
So did you like wrap it around your leg? Kind of like a thigh pack? Like instead of a fanny pack, it was a thigh pack?
It's like how the ladies in the Old West used to carry their little shooter guns on their
Ooh, like a
garter.
holster.
Yeah. Pew pew pew.
Yes, exactly like that, says KJ. Nice. Downs goes, can you not ensure it is always full of beer? Going back to Camelbacks.
Oh gosh.
I've never. I mean, listen. Every Camelback I ever had was always water, so I don't actually know what it's like to put something else in there.
Yeah. Well, we used to do this thing at one of the camps I worked at called beer. So in the off season, there was like never anyone there, and we all lived there. So we would do something called beer orienteering, which is where you'd set out like beers and do like an orienteering course where you had like hints or coordinates or whatever, and people would have to go and then like do a drink or take a shot. Or it was a lot of fun. So we may have discovered you can put a fair amount of whiskey sour in a Camelback.
Mike job number 4.
You did a lot of this camp.
Oh no, we did. Well, we lived there year round, and there was a good portion of the year where there weren't kids around, or that I mean, it was our lives. Like there was 24 of us that lived there year round in the outdoor education department. So I mean, we were basically a family and did a lot of debaucherous things.
So you had kind of grown-up dorms.
No, that's exactly what it was.
Ooh, maybe I should go work at a camp.
My favorite time was when I got to live in a secluded cabin.
Tell us
Where
more.
there wasn't people around me. Well, I mean, there was these little cabins, so you got to live in them. They were set up mostly for kids in the summer, but they would take out like all the bunk beds and all that kind of stuff. So like you'd have a TV in there, you got direct TV. It was really neat and a lot of fun. Oh gosh, crossbar. And it was cool. The only problem was my cabin was between one of the lodges and the dining hall. So every morning on Saturday, without pause, my door would open, and like random people would be like, "What's in here?" And you're like, "Me."
Leave me alone. I'm sleeping.
7:30 on Saturday.
Dad had a long night. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And is the camp still around?
Oh yeah. It's one of the most prestigious YMCA summer camps in America.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was the program director there. Suck it, Mr. Pugh
Yeah.
and Ms. Bryant. Jerks.
Did you ever dig ditches?
I mean, probably. I did drive for FedEx. It's similar to digging ditches.
Let's see, KJ said, I wore and still wear a lot of dresses with my propensity to climb trees, and also use my hands to sign. Keeping them free was really, really important to me. I think it sounds like a great invention. Brendan said, I hate people, and some of these people turn into teachers. That's true. Look, it's Mike O. Change the course of Mike's life.
This is what it is.
Chris, I mean, I've seen holster-like thigh packs. A friend of mine used to wear it to Disneyland. She looked kind of ridiculous.
Was it like Lara Croft. She had one of those.
Oh yeah. You could have
Two
two of
about
them.
like a water bottle.
I like
one of those
it,
little
KJ.
fans.
KJ also said back in the day to have a pocket in a dress was unheard of. I was gonna say I think more dresses are getting pockets. So that's
like the big in thing now, right?
It better be. I don't want a dress without pockets.
all I know is there's a catchy old song on TikTok. So about dresses with pockets. So Brendan's requesting more juicy.
Man, that is so juicy.
If you think about it, coleslaw is just kind of like juicy cabbage.
What?
Makes sense if you think about it. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to talk about Dogs Organized Neatly. It's a game that is out, the sequel to Cats Organized Neatly. We'll talk to Simone, one of the co-founders of the studio that made it 7:25 a.m. Pacific time. And then after that, we'll play 5 Questions GMS in this time slot with Red Rum Gaming. That's coming up at 8:20 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow on Gaming Morning Show. Bob, we need your help. We're about to play a game, and this game has to do with balloons and monsters. How would one find out how many balloons we've saved in this game? Bob?
To see the record for the most balloons banked in Don't Let the Person Floating from the Balloons Fall in the Monster's Mouth, remember to type the easy-to-remember acronym, ! DLTPFFTBFITMMREC.
I can never get it.
It's the easiest acronym you'll remember today. 256 balloons have been banked in easy mode in this game, as requested by you, chat. There is one letter to the left side. It's that little itty-bitty dash. Just the itty-bitty little dash. That is one more letter. So there's 2 letters on the front.
Okay, good.
2 letters on the front.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Down's got it. Brenda goes, I think my favorite part of this is Austin's non-reaction, to which Austin replies, I hate this song. What did this song do to you?
I've always hated Juicy.
Did it
Why?
murder your parents like Hot Fudge murdered mine?
Maybe. We've already talked about my hatred for that song. It's fine.
But we would like to talk about it again.
No. I just don't like it.
But it's so incredibly juicy. No? Okay. There are 2 letters on the left side. So just that one itty-bitty little dash is 1 letter. You're doing great so far.
Oh, I know it. I know
Okay,
it.
what
I
is
know
it?
it. Can I solve?
Yes.
Can I solve?
Yes.
To infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond. Austin, attack 12 is
Cracked!
Yay.
wow. Good morning to Superphonic here with the FHC.
Hello, FHC.
Superphonic says, beat the heat.
Beating the heat.
Did that. Sure did. Austin, you are cracked. Well done.
Thank you.
How's that feel?
It feels really good.
Famous people for the second one.
Buzz Lightyear. Just kidding. Oh my god. I mean, it's not, but like that would be funny.
Maybe it's his initial name. It was short, and then he made it longer.
Buzz
Lightyear.
Aldrin. Boom! Go, KJ.
KJ goes Buzz Aldrin and gets it, because KJ is
Wow.
cracked. Mike, you held yourself back admirably.
Yeah.
I
Cracked!
can't do that.
Ding, ding, ding!
Exciting.
That is a perfect round. We have 269 balloons.
Nice.
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 1 vowel words. It's all over now.
Oh, jeez.
It's a good run. We had a good run.
Please don't
chat.
guess vowels
Or bowels.
or vowels.
By the way, Downs had guessed Burt Russell, which I love.
Was that a one-word vowel?
It's Kurt Russell's brother. A U from Downs.
Stop!
An R from Austin.
Oh, I tried to sneak it in there.
You sure were.
No.
Earthling's guessing a vowel.
Did you really put you?
Their guess.
An A?
Chat is part of this.
Jeez.
I can't stop them if this is the will of chat. If they don't want to see us advance, I can't stop that. Good job, Scott Chick.
Scotty!
All right. Chris M.E. is deciding to use the strategy and not guess the vowels. It might be too late, though, I'll be honest
Oh
with you.
my gosh.
Kalaf, we need you to save us. This is how it always ends.
Just put an O.
The timer's
Might
out.
as
Do you
well
really
go.
mean that, Mike?
Yep, go for it now.
Okay. Well, guess what? We know what the vowel is now. So in the future,
As soon as this catches up, it'll be great.
in the future, just so you know, we never guess vowels on 1 vowel words until we actually have a better feeling for what it is. We learned that that's the hard way because we usually always lose on 1 vowel words. So
S.
you're confident in S.
Yep, S.
I'm going to push the S now.
S.
I would like to point out I did not throw.
I can't see anything. So.
S isn't throwing.
Guessing all the vowels is kind of throwing. Ooh.
I didn't throw.
You did.
How did I throw?
Because you have the power here.
I just want
He's just
chat.
doing what the people said.
Yes.
Yep.
I want chat to participate. I don't want to have to tell people what to do.
Rumpelstiltskin. No. Okay. Okay, hold on. Pickle feet? No.
Have you noticed
Hold
Kalaf
on.
has been pretty quiet?
It's because he's probably shoveling snow.
I understand, but still.
It's just pressing, just like saying letters like Q and Z and other non-letters,
KJ said,
which
what is
are
throwing
technically letters.
in this regard?
All right, here we go. M.
It's over.
It doesn't.
Lipsticks.
Lipstick? What?
Downs had it with an L. We're
Damn it,
so
Towns.
close.
Earthling throwing is not valid.
How do we feel
Ever.
now?
I feel bad.
I feel great. We accomplished 269 balloons. And furthermore, now opens up the doorway to start playing some Google Feud again in this time slot. Let's go! It's been so long because we were in such a hot streak, but that hot streak is now officially over. Coming up on the next chance we can, some Google Feud, baby!
Oh, I'm busy that day. Sorry.
You don't even know what day.
I do know it would be tomorrow.
All
I'm
of the
busy.
days.
It's all right. We had a good run. I think chat kind of subconsciously likes to see us start at 0.
I think they just like to make me mad.
Probably right.
Hyper says, I don't know what day it is. Y'all saying it's Monday, but my calendar says it's Tuesday. It is 3:30 for those watching in Australia. So, fair enough.
Oh, hyper.
Scott
He's
Chick,
so
terrible.
crazy.
Lol. But we did end on a number that ends in 69, so.
Yes,
That's
but
why it's there.
Nice. Well, when Sean returns from a COVID household, Sean can update the don't let the person floating from the boons fall in the monster's mouth all-time easy record to 269. So
I
He
think we
should,
should start playing hard.
I agree.
Because we do so well. We should. Why can Bob smuggle Sean's like a laptop?
Does Bob have a gateway to the top
Probably.
of Sean's house?
He apparently can get out. So it's
I
ridiculous.
don't understand.
Bob.
What are you talking about Bob getting out? Bob's gotten the controller maybe once. We remedied that.
I bet he knows how to do it. Mm-hmm. He's got like a little secret passageway to like Burgerville and Sean's house and your kitchen and other places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the tunnel to Burgerville is pretty required.
Yeah,
I mean Huckleberry Shakes. Come on, or Marionberry Shakes.
Fair.
Yeah, let's go. The music you are hearing, that is the hit single by one Kathleen L. It's Nervous, available on Spotify.
Makes me nervous. You're breathing out of my league. I'm hoping you like tease. Would you say it to me? Makes me nervous. No, I never learned just how to take.
Austin, do you hate that song too?
No, I don't.
Okay. For the record, Austin does not hate Kathleen.
I don't dance to songs that I don't dance to songs I hate. And I was dancing.
Why not?
All right. Let's get a story. We learned earlier how 2/3 of this edition of Gaming Morning Show has witnessed someone drink a goldfish. That was on the heels of the story from Audi.com, because goldfish are apparently good for more than just drinking alive.
It's accurate, because that's just weird. But I mean, if you're bored, go for it. However, if you're not bored, you should buy them a car, because goldfish aren't exactly renowned for their intelligence. After all, there's the myth of them having memories for only 2 or 3 seconds long. That's not actually true, but the myth's persistence highlights the fact that we think goldfish are as dumb as a pile of bricks. But why then are they better at driving than some people? Because some people really suck at driving. A recent study published in the journal Behavioral Brain Research has found out that goldfish are surprisingly good drivers. Of course, you can't just plop a fish behind the wheel of a Ford or a Toyota. That's why the researchers built the 6 goldfish participating in the study their own car, called a fish-operated vehicle, or a FOV. It's essentially a fish tank equipped with wheels. Without hands or feet, the goldfish can't exactly turn a steering wheel or push pedals. Instead, the FOV has a downward-facing camera above the tank that tracks the piloting fish's movements. To keep potentially reckless fishy drivers from wrecking the FOV, it also features a sensor to detect nearby walls. It's really hard to put a D after a D. Touchdown, I guess. I don't know. The researchers taught each of the 6 fish to drive. Oh God! To drive the FOV over 30-minute driving lessons. They organized the sessions 3 times a week, every 2 days. Reported Ars Technica. I hope that's somebody's name, because that's awesome. To motivate the fish, the scientists placed a pink corrugated board on the ground. If the fish successfully navigated to the target, they received a tasty treat as a reward. By the end of the study, the goldfish were able to hit the target at least 15 times during every 30-minute session, reported Science. But the researchers were still skeptical. About their driving ability. They suspected that the goldfish, despite their reputation, had simply memorized the route to the target. So, they began to change the starting position of the FOV, move the target around, and adding different colored dummy targets. Turns out that you can't fool a goldfish. Despite the changes to the testing area, the fish reliably navigated the vehicle exactly where it was supposed to go. Good job,
Pretty
goldfish. Cool. Who needs a Tesla? You can just get a
I
goldfish.
trust those fish more than I trust a Tesla.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's be real.
Well, it's a funny story, actually. Tesla uses batteries, but also goldfish. That's
If they did, maybe it would be
secret.
better. I don't think that's
the
vegan,
secret.
though, so I probably can't.
In the battery is a goldfish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you open the battery, that's what you'll find. Apparently,
Just a
Jack
bunch
said
of goldfish.
earlier, goldfish are the new dolphin. They can drive. Superior intelligence.
Dolphins never drove, though.
How do we know?
Have you ever seen a dolphin driving a car?
Only a Tesla.
I've seen a dog driving a car.
I've seen a dog in a car.
I saw a dog
spell
riding
dog
in a car yesterday. It looked like it was going to jump out of the car, and I was panicked for like a quarter mile.
Oh man.
It was terrifying.
So here in Indiana, a lot of people like to put their dogs in the back of their pick-em-up trucks, and that always makes me like lose my ish.
You don't like
Like, what
dogs in the back of the
dogs
truck?
What's that?
That happened a lot in Montana.
On a highway?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan because, you know, accidents or a dog jumping out. I feel like if a dog jumped out of a car going like 75, then, you know, it's going to cause some harm.
They just have to run at an equally fast pace, and they'll be fine. It's physics.
Perfect. Just tuck and roll, doggy, tuck and roll.
Earlier, Brendan said the Shawshank Bobdemption, which I had missed, which might be another new username for Brendan _ TTV.
Oh, God.
I mean, Brendan has the most names out of anybody I've ever seen, so.
True. True.
You should look at my login list.
Hyper said Bob Games now, going back to stealing the controller. Careful, he'll become too powerful. Maybe that's what you're alluding to. Down says this box seems to be getting out of hand. You get Bob's ego in check.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I think it's more our fault. We made an assumption. When we heard that Bob was living in a box, we just assumed that the box was like cardboard and small.
Yeah, no, it turns out it was big.
Maybe Bob has the box that we all dreamed about when we were making cardboard box forts.
Good call.
Like Bob has it in real life.
That'd be pretty good.
Downs goes, Bob is a goldfish? Maybe. Have you ever seen? Oh, wait, I guess we have seen Bob.
We have seen Bob, yeah. That's...
Have you ever seen Bob and a goldfish in the same place, though?
You're going to have to record Bob saying, I am not a goldfish. Or just going glub, 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 glub.
Chris goes, I've been in a self-driven Tesla. The car was a better driver than my editor to whom it belonged. Ooh, correct. Chris's editor. Good morning to you, Axe. It's good to see you on this particular Gaming Morning Show.
Hello, FHC.
Part of the final hour crew. Brendan would like to know that the most names with the least follow through, Austin.
Right. That's fine.
That's fair. Thank you, Jair of the 19.
You apparently can't fool a goldfish, according to Brendan. Is a good life lesson. I think you can. If you eat it, they don't really know where they're at anymore.
Because they're dead.
Or maybe they do, and you become like a host body for them.
Maybe.
Ew, I don't like that.
Maybe it could be like that guy from Megamind, the Will Ferrell animated movie, where there's a fish in a tank.
Sorry.
Do you happen to remember that? The fish had like a metal body and was
I
the
don't think I
head.
ever saw Mega Man.
Ooh, it's pretty good.
Is it like Krang from the Ninja Turtles?
Except Krang,
As a
instead of
fish?
being in the abdomen, is on the noggin.
Gotcha.
I never really understood why Crane, the brain, was in the abdomen.
No. That's a good movie. Mike's body horror movie in which someone swallows a goldfish and gets possessed.
It's called Don't Look in the Back Part 2. One of the best inventions made ever by kids was the hot seat.
Whoa, I jumped really high.
Do you remember what the hot seat was, Austin?
Yes, it's the thing you put in your car and it tells you if you left your baby in the car. Because you wouldn't leave your phone, but you might leave your baby. But your phone might be in your pocket. Your baby wouldn't be in your pocket.
You can put a baby in a pocket.
Oh, okay.
The other one's playing
You
the
gotta
piano.
carry it, right?
Wait, you get a baby pocket carrier?
Well, I mean, honestly, like a baby carrier is essentially a pocket.
True.
Kid pocket.
Lean pockets too.
Oh no! Lean pockets too. That's what the commercial was like.
Whenever someone says hot pockets, that's all I can think of. It's ridiculous.
You remembering that jingle is great. You have a good jingle memory.
Again, if you need me to remember something important, not a chance in hell. You need to remember a jingle, the Wrigley's jingle from 20 years ago. I'm your guy. It's like the Blockbuster video. Wow, what a difference.
That'll still be one of my like permanent takeaways that are pretty okay. As there was a Blockbuster video jingle.
Yep.
Downs has got a point. Kangaroos have baby pockets.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Baby pockets.
So we should just start sewing baby pockets into people. when you have a baby, we'll just sew a kangaroo pocket.
Kangaroo pocket. Apparently, seahorses do too, according to KJ.
Seahorses are gross, though.
K-Laugh, can you verify any of this? Did we lose K-Laugh?
I think you
Yes.
could. I honestly think he went to Jordy's house to
Help
shovel
with the
for
snow.
Jordy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you go to our Discord, there's a live look at Jordy's house, which is covered in snow. Snow for days.
Snow for days.
All right, it's now 8:43 West Coast, 11:43 out east. It is 4:43 for those watching GMS in the UK.
Doodly-doo.
Nice.
Nice.
A couple of things we learned earlier in the show. It's Creative Mindframe's birthday. It is also the birthday of one James Earl Jones. Mike has one wish in this life.
I want him and Morgan Freeman to do like a dueling conversation on my voicemail.
On your voicemail?
You've reached the phone of Mike. He's not available anymore. Oh, I got an invalid invite link from my Pixel chat. That's weird.
Added a new one for you.
Oh, cool. I like it.
Comedian Steve Harvey
like it.
and Jim Carrey also have birthdays today.
I don't want either of them to do my voicemail.
Jim Carrey would be pretty good.
I think Jim Carrey.
Okay, the pen is blue.
This pin is blue. Just remember. This pin is blue. Downs goes, sewn on baby pocket would make me want a child. Think of all the things you could fit in there.
Does anyone see this magic right now?
What, you just putting your fingers together? No, there's nothing there.
Did somebody say magic?
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Magic.
It's like I'm gonna pull a colored pencil out of
Uh-huh.
out of the sky. I'm
where?
gonna pull a colored pencil out of the sky. Ready? Say the magic word.
Magic word.
But
You know,
there's no pencil. It's just still the sky.
You need to do the thing, though, the wave.
Oh, okay. Say the magic word again, please.
Magic word.
Word.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
You have to say magic afterwards. There you go. That's better.
Left side
With magic fingers.
has strong magic today.
F. David Blaine.
Magic.
Doodle-doo. Doodle-doo. Bum 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 bum. Doodle-doo.
Dun 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 dun.
Ryan, you have to do a magic trick now.
No, I have no magic tricks.
Okay, you have to learn one.
Okay, I'll work on that. I did make a snowflake once out of paper. It was magical. Look at that thing. Cracked. Let's head on over to England. Ben Hooper of UPI has a story. Now, we learned seals are cute today on this show. How cute are they,
Seals
Austin?
better than people.
So cute.
Oh, look at that thing. Oh,
God, it's gonna eat me.
That's gonna eat you?
It might. Look at it. Look how it's looking at me.
A little cutie.
Those are eat me eyes.
Make them smaller.
T's and D's.
It's just adorable.
It's a little cutie.
Yeah, it's adorable till it bites you.
Why would it bite you?
Name one time you've been bitten by a seal.
Well, actually, when I worked at a camp in Oregon, I was not bitten by a seal. But a fisherman was, because he was fighting with a seal for a salmon. Of course. That's kind of funny.
Of course.
It was kind of awesome.
Oh my gosh.
My job number, oh, you know what? I lost count.
We got to watch it with my students. It was pretty great.
See, and Hauser says because snowflakes are magical, I did perform magic. In fact, I put 18 inches worth of them at Jordy's house today.
Is that? Never mind.
I'm gonna try to make a snowflake out of this star.
I'm the winter miser.
Is that 18 inches by your measurement or by? Never mind.
We only measure snow here based on decks. So, if you think about it.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say about a big deck.
Chris M.E. says Austin has still never successfully made a snowflake.
That's accurate. That's so hilariously accurate.
Shut up.
Even with tutorial help, apparently. It's all right. It was still her first try.
You're doing great.
In my second, third, and fourth try.
No, it was your first time with a tutor.
Right, but we did it twice.
That's a
together.
session, though. So in your first session,
Oh.
it's all about framing.
Okay.
You're so close.
Okay.
Clinically acclaimed.
All right, let's get a story about a seal. What a chase there was. Today is cable car day, and this chase may have gone slower than a cable car.
It is cable car day. However, this thing did not take a cable car. It took its flippers, fins, paws, whatever they're called. The dog of the sea, as some let them know. Police in England said a seal wandering near the center of a town led officers on one of their slower pursuits when it fled to a nearby lawyer's office. Humberside police said the seal was spotted underneath a parked car in Grimsby early Thursday morning, and the animal fled when officers approached. Just comply. Unfortunately, the seal didn't want to hang around, resulting in one of our slower pursuits, police tweeted. Just more fun words. Personnel from Cleethorpes, Wildlife Rescue were summoned to the scene and were able to wrangle the seal outside of the Wilkin and Chapman law firm's building. Just wanted some law advice. Wildlife rescuers said they do not know how the seal ended up in the middle of Grimsby. We would be hopeful that there were no human factor in his location, although it has been known elsewhere in the UK to happen, a spokesman for the group told Grimsby Live. We know he couldn't have come via Grimsby docks due to the large water turbines outside B&M. The only other way we can imagine is that it's traveled with the flow of water along the river and got lost from another connection to the estuary, spokesman said. The seal, nicknamed Oreo, was taken to the Mablethorpe Seal Sanctuary.
Oh, cute.
Back to you in the studio.
Aw, it's adorable.
Meow.
No, the dogs of the sea.
So, not the cats of the sea, just so we clear that up, correct?
Yes.
No.
A lot of people consider them like the puppy dogs of the sea.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Johnny reports, I got about the same amount of snow as Jordy. So,
I mean, that kind of looks like a seal. Your little doggy thing there.
Hauser, maybe she has trouble with making snowflakes because she can't measure snowfall. There's no deck.
Oh.
It's the only way. There's no other logical solution.
She doesn't have a big deck. She just has a snow.
You know what they say about a big porch.
Fall.
Yep.
All right, it's now 8:50.
I never knew Nutella
was so erotic.
Please get your takeaways that are pretty okay ready to go. What is something you've learned from today's show? And we'll share that at the very end. We also have Clip of the Day coming up. And then if you're watching on Twitch, we will send you somewhere as well. Let's get the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. It's a recap of all the headlines of the day that we do every single show in the 6 o'clock hour.
Hashtag GMS Morning Gaming News.
Now, of course, our hashtag video game expert, Sean, the one with the magic pancreas that gives all the video game knowledge, is out ill today. So we went to backup substitute video game expert. So here's Look, it's Michael.
I won't tell you where my magical powers come from. However, in our first story, according... Oh, gosh. I'm glad we're on the same page. According to Zach Zweisen from Kotaku, this year, Awesome Games Done Quick shattered their record and made a buttload of money. They raised $3.4 million across 49,000 individual donations, including the most common donation of $69. Nice. With their highest donation coming in at about $235,000. It saw a whole bunch of different folks doing a lot of different video game charity runs, which is pretty cool. Someone beat Sekiro blindfolded and set a new record in Sonic 4 dressed as the Blue Hedgehog, and there was even some folks who did some other pretty crazy things. So this is by far and away the most money that they have ever raised, and they're looking forward to seeing what the future holds. Next, from Eddie McCooch. Sorry, just put that together. From Eddie McCooch from GameSpot.com. He told us a little bit about Halo. Halo Infinite is a free-to-play game. However, they are going to they're addressing some of the bigger issues that they've had. They're adding some small patches to address some gameplay, but one of their biggest ones is they're updating the game's microtransaction store. As of tomorrow's refresh, the microtransaction store players will see some notable changes. The goal for them is to reduce prices across the board and make sure that things are more affordable for people who want to buy stuff. Lastly, from somebody named Andy Robinson from Video Game Chronicles, they mentioned that God of War, which used to be just a PlayStation game, has now come to the personal computing application Steam. So God of War PC on their opening day attracted over 60,000 people, 60,000 concurrent Steam players, which did not crack the top 20. But just a day later, they were closer to 80,000, which put them at number 6. So they had a lot of major success when they made that plunge, and now they're talking about in the future they may look at releasing some other games, such as future God of War games or some other PlayStation exclusives. Please be Spider-Man. Please be Spider-Man. Please be Spider-Man. So they're really good, but they're still early. They're still early in their planning for PC. But with the success of the Game Pass, I believe that they're hoping to kind of move forward with that. So that's pretty exciting. And of course, there were some video games today. If you like video games, I hope you have a Switch, because today Dobo's Heroes, Racing Classics Pro Drag Race and Real Speed, Shadow Man Remastered, and Top Bike Racing and Moto Drag all came out for the Switch. And of course, for the most prestigious award for a segment within a segment within a segment within a hot dog, Kubi Adventures on the Switch is your name of the morning.
Congratulations. Kubi Adventures.
Kubi. Not to be confused with Kubi Bryant.
Rest in peace.
Rip.
All right. Could become name of the month, and if it does, man, we have some news for you, because later on this month, an epic name of the month giveaway like you've never seen before.
Definitely gonna happen.
There is a chance, as tomorrow we were supposed to play Fudge Village. I don't even know why I'm saying this. There's more than a chance. We were not going to do it tomorrow, because either we'll both be sick, one of us will still remain sick, but either way, we can't be in the same place. So, never mind. There will not be a Fudge Village. Sean is out. COVID is starting to hit the gaming morning show world. So, we will play that as soon as we possibly can. Our apologies.
TBD.
Get better, sports.gaming. All right, speaking of God of War, we're going to send you somewhere where someone is playing God of War. If you're watching on Twitch, Hauser asks, Fudge Village. There is an episode of a show we do called GMS Plays, and it is where we play Resident Evil, and I am terrified the whole entire time that I yell fudge a lot. So
it's really funny. You should look on our YouTube.
It's very funny.
Yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube. We have the latest edition of Puppet Pals, GMS Mad Libs Theater. We have Best of the Week from last week posted there, as well as our interviews, 5 questions guests, and as Mike mentioned, the Fudge Village. GMS Holiday Special. Yeah, please, Hauser, subscribe to our YouTube, and you can check out all of that stuff as well. All right, takeaways that were pretty okay. Get ready. Right now, it's time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Hey, look.
Hey.
It's the clip of the day.
Toot, toot. Toot, toot, toot. They do not know how the seal ended up in the middle of Grimsby. We would be hopeful that there was no human factor in his location, although it has been known elsewhere in the UK to happen, a spokesman from the group told Grimsby Live. We know he couldn't have come in via Grimsby docks due to the large water turbines outside B&M, whatever that means. The only other way we can imagine is that it's traveled with the flow of water along the river and got lost from another connection to the estuary, the spokesperson said. The seal, nicknamed Oreo, was taken to the Mablethorpe Seal Sanctuary. Sounds like this one was looking for a lawyer. We're going to be looking for, like, dead bodies in the next couple days here to wash up on the shore or something. Be careful. He's going to get you. He's going to get you.
Good old Humberside.
Yep.
Benedict Humberside.
Benedict Humberside, he says. Is that your favorite actor, is Benedict Humberside?
Absolutely. He's so good.
No.
He was great in Sherlock Holmes. One of my favorites.
Sharklock Holmes?
Sure, we'll go with that.
It's very nautical of you to say.
Yep. What's that about a shark you said? Dun-dun, dun-dun, doo-doo-doo.
Baby shark, I can't show him on my arm. Baby shark, it's really hard to show him on my arm.
There you go.
Baby
Look at
shark.
that. Yoga's paying off.
Yep.
Benedict Pumpernickel. It's his brother. First cousin.
It's a different last name.
Brother's first cousin?
His brother's first cousin. Great.
Tomorrow, please join us. 2 guests on the show. We will talk to Simone, one of the founders of the studio that makes Dogs Organized Neatly at 7:25 a.m. Pacific time. And then after that, it's Red Rum Gaming. 5 Questions GMS. The first 5 Questions GMS guest of the year. Tomorrow on Gaming Morning Show. Takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from this edition of Gaming Morning Show? And then we're going to send you over to Evie Rocks, playing God of War, 24-year-old, she, them, variety streamer and YouTuber, love fandoms like Harry Potter, Supernatural, BTS, and more. Often plays Apex Legends. Today is playing God of War, and we will go over there, please, and say good morning from GMS, if you'd be so kind. Takeaway that was pretty okay. We'll start with Lucas Michael.
I'm actually going to completely ignore the takeaway. That's pretty okay for a second, and use this to say something for a quick minute. Today is Blue Monday, which is historically the day of the year in which people, their depression kind of hits hardest, just because they hit that kind of year after the holidays are over and they're in between kind of seasons. If you are feeling bad, if you're feeling down, if you need somebody, please reach out. There are lots of different people. Austin Attack shares a lot of great resources for suicide prevention hotlines and anything like that. But just in general, if you need something, please reach out. And your takeaway, that's pretty okay, should be that we are here for you. Whether it's me, Austin, Hefty, Chris, or any other people in across any of the communities that we're all members of, reach out if you need something. So we love you guys.
Austin Attack.
I'll piggyback. There's always a reason to stay here. So we can give you some if you need them. Also, Ryan doesn't like queso.
See, this baffles me.
Don't prefer queso. Don't prefer. what are your takeaways that were pretty okay, chat? We learned that we have a YouTube channel. That is something that we learned. You can check it out, youtube.com/gamingmorningshow. We also have a Discord server and a Minecraft server, allegedly.
We have a Minecraft server?
K-Laugh, hummus and mashed potatoes or sauces. I don't remember anyone saying mashed potatoes or sauces.
We were saying that basically that's what you're saying. If you say hummus
Gravy
is a sauce.
is a sauce. Sauces
I
are
love gravy.
dressings, and marinades are early to the party.
If you think about it. Did you think
Wait, I
about
forget.
it?
Do you like marinades?
Yeah.
Do you like gravy?
Okay, I
I
mean,
forgot.
Gravy's fine. Not required.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes and butter, just as good. So, Hauser says, you can talk to me as well. Don't be afraid to reach out. People love you. Down's looking forward to Red Drum tomorrow. And Chris and me, I'm always here to listen. My takeaway that's pretty okay, waterbeds were designed to stop people from sleeping with pocket knives, according to Jordy Jasper. So that is something that I learned on today's show.
Something I've been fighting for years.
Yes, yes. We're going to
Keep
give
out the
the
pocket knife.
Billy Thundergun Award to those dealing with 18 inches of snow. So a co-award today.
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
It's going to be K-Laugh, Jordy Jasper, and I believe even Twitch user Johnny said as much snow. So let's give a trifecta of Billy Thundergun Awards today. Sound good? Sound good.
Billy, Thunder, and Gun.
Chris, I mean, my takeaway is that Hangman illustrates the flaw in democracy. It's okay. 269 balloons. 269 balloons. We'll be back tomorrow. Please say good morning from GMS over to Evie, and we will see you on Tuesday's show. Double guests tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun. For Austin, for Mike, for Sean, feel better, buddy. And myself, I am Hefty Goof. We'll see you tomorrow. Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. GamingMorningshow.tv.
Felt like I was stuck in chains. All this time with you, I took the pain. Knew that it was wrong to stay. So I told myself I'd walk away. I think I'm ready now, ready now, ready.